They counting me out. Now they counting on me. Funny how that worked. Yeah. From condemned to crowned, I reversed the view. Same ones that doubted gotta face the truth. Underdog story, I just played it through. Nah. Now I shine on the ones that once dim my hue. Yeah, hey, They wrote me off in ink before I wrote my fate. Judged a chapter early, couldn't read the weight. I was planted in the dirt, they mistook it for a grave. Now I bloom through the soil, resurrection in the phase. Had to wrestle with perception, break the mental cage. Turn a side-eye glance into a center stage. They saw limits in my name, I saw leverage in disguise. Now the pressure that they placed turned to diamonds in my rise. I was cast away, now I cast a vision. Turn rejection letters into mass decisions. Every note I took was a coded key. Now I unlock doors they ain't supposed to see. From condemned to crowned, I reversed the view. Same ones that doubted gotta face the truth. Underdog story, I just played it through. Nah. Now I shine on the ones that once dim my hue. Yeah, they tried to box me in. I turned the box to a throne, made a kingdom out of silence, built a voice on my own. Every label they assigned, I refined into gold. Now the narrative I carry can't be bought or be sold. I was overlooked, now I oversee. Turned a low opinion to authority. They threw shade, I converted it to solar gain. Now I power every move with the doubt they gave. I was judged by the lens of a limited sight. Now I move with a vision that's divinely aligned. I stacked tall like a wall in my path, but I climbed every brick, now I stand on the path. They buried the seed, but they ain't know it grow. What they called the end was just below. Yeah. Now I walk through rooms that once closed their doors. Same eyes that dismiss, now they watching in awe. I don't move with revenge, I just move with resolve. Let success speak loud, I don't argue at all. I was built in the fire, they ain't think I survived. Now I stand in the light, they ain't think I'd arrive. Underdog to the crown, that's the code I embody. Now I shine in they face, but it's light, not just body. From condemned to crown, I reverse the view. Same ones that doubted gotta face the truth. Underdog story, I just played it through. Nah. Now I shine on the ones that once dim my hue. Yeah. They doubted me. I developed me.
That. Oh, if you haven't, you already know where the link is to find that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You don't know who's swimming naked to the top.
Hold on, Nip. Hold on. We ain't doing that one, Nip. Hold on. Nigga, where your code at? Hey, where your Yo, you don't know you know what we are doing though? Hey, fellas. Bar for
Yeah. Sometimes I pressure. Sometimes I feeling alone. Yeah. And still burning. This times I pressure. I seen the faces with everything, and everywhere I've been worrying, but I'm never think 22. I'm turning what I mean it, and I'm just really gotta go like I'm seen it. Chic to the back when I back to the club. And I'm back money up and I was harder than wild. Never die, they never let go. I know I had to face, but I know I get dough. It never been a problem. I'm fucking on my niggas working out the verses. I left my rounds, and when I do, I know I doubt it. And no shit, but I want about it. Yeah. And I can't get this, all I know when I. And I can't get this, all I know when I know it's all. I know it's all, yeah. I know it's all. I know it's all. I know it's all, babe. Yeah. I know it's all. I know it doesn't. Know I got it. And never know what I do. I'm telling myself. I know it's hurt. I know it's fat. I know what I do. This ain't pain, man. I know it seems. I've been trying to face some things. I'm too safe, but I'm by the scene. I never fucked them, I ain't too me. And I can't get this, all I know now. And I can't get this, all I know now. I know it's all. Yeah. I know it's all. Yeah. I know it's all.
Shout out to the Cash App. They said run that back. They said they ride down down the 10 freeway. Hold up.
They say I'm different.
No, they said they ride down the 10 freeway. They need another one. Hold up. We got one more. One more. Press what? All right, what? You peep the flow, right? Watch him. We on that.
You never slowed down. That was the problem. Too much silence. Brought back memories. Yeah. Where I'm from, people stay moving non-stop. Outside all night just to avoid certain thoughts. Always riding, always active, always somewhere. Cause silence forced emotions, people wasn't prepared for their emotion. Became medicine in survival environments. Keep your mind distracted so trauma stays silent. That's why so many people fear being alone. Cause stillness make you finally hear your own thoughts. We laugh through pain and normalize stress, never realizing what emotional exhaustion did. Stayed outside for days trying to outrun ourselves, without understanding we needed healing and help. We never slowed down.
That was the problem.
That was the problem. Yeah. Parties, women, smoke, driving through the night. Anything to keep the brain from sitting with life. Cause once it got quiet, memories started returning. All the pressure and losses underneath started surfacing. So we kept motion around us constantly. Not because we happy, because we coping honestly. That survival cycle followed us into adulthood. Still uncomfortable with peace even after life good. I had to learn slowing down ain't dangerous. And silence don't always mean something wrong with us. That took time after years of survival living. When your nervous system wired for tension and vigilance. We wasn't running toward peace. We was running from pain. Yeah. Now I understand why we moved the way we did. Children carrying trauma without understanding it. Nobody taught emotional regulation where we from. Just survive another day and keep pushing on. But eventually your mind asks you to face yourself. Can't outrun no wounds forever through external help. That's why I appreciate calm different these days. Learning peace slowly after chaotic phases. Still healing, still rebuilding parts of my mind. Still learning how to sit still without feeling blind. But awareness changed everything. Once I seen the truth, we never slowed down. Cause we ain't know what to do.
Never slow down.
Some people stay moving because stopping means feeling everything.
Oh yeah.
I know they want to hurry up and get to destruction was going on in Los Angeles, but I try to tell you through the music. You feel me? I tried to tell y'all for years that the state was sponsoring what was going on with the drugs and the gangs and all that. It's just people weren't listening. Now they gotta understand the traumatic responses through the music. You feel me? So if you ain't there, you don't live it, you know, you can listen to KF, bro. It's all in the music.
Stay solid,
Hey,
do it all. Never switch, never fall. Stay solid, do it all. Never switch, never fall. Kept it real, that's the call. Built it up, brick by wall. Stay solid, no disguise. Same vision, same drive. Stayed down, stayed alive. That's the reason I ride. Yeah, pressure hit, I ain't fought, I stay still. Same test, different shape, same feel. Seen it all, I ain't panicked, I just read it if it's real. You gon' stand or you gon' leave it slow times. That's the part they don't show when it start. That's when most people go, I stay locked. Didn't move off the plan, that's the difference. Yeah, that's what build a man, they talk big, but they fold underweight, that's the gap. That's what separate fate, I ain't loud. I just did what it takes, stay down. Never moved off my base. Stay solid, do it all. Never switch, never fall.
where the motherfucking camera at? Why is my logo spinning around? No words needed. Shout out to y'all. Press one. No words. Shit, no words needed. What a beautiful time it is in Los Angeles. There it is. Press one. The greatest YouTube producer of all time, DJ Mustard. Who? Press one. Hey, all original. Look, check this out.
Stay solid, do it all.
Hey,
Never switch, never fall. Stay solid, do it all. Never switch, never fall. Kept it real, that's the call. Built it up, brick by wall. Stay solid, no disguise. Same vision, same drive. Stayed down, stayed alive. That's the reason I ride. Yeah, pressure hit, I ain't fought, I stay still. Same test, different shape, same feel. Seen it all, I ain't panicked, I just read it if it's real. You gon' stand or you gon' leave it slow times. That's the part they don't show when it start. That's when most people go, I stay locked. Didn't move off the plan, that's the difference. Yeah, that's what build a man, they talk big, but they fold underweight, that's the gap. That's what separate fate, I ain't loud. I just did what it takes, stay down. Never moved off my base. Stay solid, do it all. Never switch, never fall. Stay solid, yeah. I ain't chasing what look good, I stayed in, lock focus. Build slow, I ain't been, small steps. Turn big over time, that's the part most ignore when they grind, they want change, but don't stay through the shifts when it's hard. They let go of the grip. I stayed there when it felt like delay, cause I knew that's what built it to stay. Consistency, don't shine, it just hold. That's what make you ready when it unfold. You can't rush into something that lasts, cause that same thing break you moving too fast. Stay down, stay locked, stay locked. Stay solid.
I put another
Now I look like it came overnight. They ain't see all the weight, all the fight, late nights. When it felt like a star, still stay. Never moved off the call, I ain't lucky. I was locked from the start, that's the difference. That's the discipline part, stay solid. When it didn't make sense, now I stand. Cause I built it intense, that's the line that most people won't cross. Staying down when it feel like a law. Now I'm here, cause I stayed through the phase. Stay solid long enough now it pays. Stay solid, do it all. Never switch, never fall. Kept it real, that's the call. Built it up, brick by wall. It ain't love, it's how long you stay solid.
Cut that. Cut, 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 cut. Stay silent with all. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Where I get my determination from? Right there. Staying solid through it all. No matter if you don't even understand. But sometimes you're not gonna understand it because it's not your way. Hit the like button and subscribe. Sometimes you be doing shit for other people without even knowing it. Press what? You gotta stay solid for yourself before everything. Stay down. I'm making track after track about the same staying down. Press one to grind, staying true to self. You know, don't do bad things. Bad things is from a corrupt neuron system. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. That's all. And my music, it fixes people, sets the path right. They fix themselves, but they gotta walk that. They gotta think that out. They OODA loop gotta work. They gotta understand slowing things down, taking steps back to move forward. You gotta understand that it's chess, not checkers, nigga. It's not like when they thought they was playing with a little nigga. That's the problem. That no, I'm just playing on the internet. I got trauma. Didn't I tell y'all that? Leave me alone, bro, before I fuck your whole system up and make revenue doing it. We don't sell albums. Quit asking where the CD. We don't sell albums over here. This New York, I don't gotta be nice. Press what? I don't gotta be nice. No, bro. We've been living traumatic stages our whole life in South Central. So it's a beautiful time to be alive when the state of California has been caught red handed dealing drugs to the community. Press one. No, y'all gonna feel me on this. Bring out the champagne glass motherfucking condom. This one on that. Picture perfect. Paint a perfect picture. Press one. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. State of California dealing drugs to the druggies out there. Got everybody in survival mode. Nobody can get mental correction. Nobody can go. They got to go to jail before they go see the therapist. Why? Because all the money going to illegal aliens. COVID vaccine mask. Press one. Whatever Gavin Newsom want to buy from his friends and his companies. Hospices that don't exist. Press one. All the money in the state of California being robbed and stolen. And guess what, state of California? That's you, the people. Guess what? That's not even a money. That's the federal government's money here to give it to you. Press one. In the state of California, been giving it to drug heads in South Central LA. Press one. So in LA, it's a place called MacArthur Park. That's where everybody be drug dealing and shit. They ass can't drug deal no more. Press one. Hold up. They ass can't drug deal no more. Press one. 18th Street can't drug deal no more. Hell up. No, bro. Talk the fuck up. Hold up. No, fuck this. Fuck this. They can't do the drugs no more. Look, a writing an agreement states at war. Look, ease your mind went straight to the law. Look, this is what I love about my classroom. We different. We not watching Crip Mac. We not watching Crip Mac. Mm-mm. We watching reality. We watching a nation at war, and the rest of y'all is pop locking and dropping, trying to get pop the balloon challenges going, and the nation is at war with the cartel, the states, governors, nigga, and they got us hostage. Yeah, we POWs, and we need help. Press one. We're black in civil law. They're not using our money correctly, and they're taking the federal dollars that's supposed to be supporting us and giving it to illegals. They giving it to their friends. Hold up. And Mayor Bass is a piece of shit running around. They can't say this. I'm the spokesman. I can say this. G14 classified. I'm African American. I can say shit like this. I'm unofficial. Press what? I'm unofficial. I didn't say all this. Check this. Check this. All the Universe 25s are being destroyed right now. None of your YouTubers, like I look at the LA YouTubers like Compton, Rick Rock, they all saying stupid stuff. Like they finna get gentrified down there at MacArthur Park. Where? Where you get shot at? You got shot in the ass. No, nigga, where? At MacArthur Park. You don't know that movie? Where you get shot at? At MacArthur Park. Name the movie right now. What movie is that? What movie is that if you know the movie? I'm eager to know. Where he get shot at? Not shot in the ass. No. Where he got shot at? Y'all must not be African Americans. To give you a hint. Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen. Jeez. Money talks. Thank you. So MacArthur Park. That's where everything went down. Press one. All right, we got over 100 viewers up in here. All right, cool. Let's play the video. I've been telling y'all this has been going on the whole time. How our communities was destroyed, right? And it's state-sponsored terrorism. That's why. That's why. I grew up in LA, right? So all these people y'all hear on the internet, I grew up right there. Hold up, put this up right here. The white man. Press one. See, they don't understand politics, so they don't understand what's going on. See, they think everything is gentrification, but they ain't built nothing. This ain't even you, unless you're a Mexican, Compton Rick Rock. I don't know. Compton Rick Rock, you look sort of Mexican. Are you 18 strict? Press one. What one is you? Press one, Compton Rick Rock. Because no black people live in Bellflower, Paramount, none of that. What? Y'all think it's Mexicans. I'm with the black card. Press one. I bet you that's why he be dressing like that. Like he get all his clothes from the Mexican swap meet, his hat, his lokes, that lowrider shit. Press what? All that. I bet you he got a smile now, cry later poster with a Mexican and his girlfriend. Press one with the lowrider. I bet you that nigga had a lowrider bicycle. I bet you that nigga had a lowrider bicycle. I didn't. I'm not an affiliate. Press one. I'm a civilian. Shit. I bet you that nigga had with the mirrors to so when he parked it in his room, it sit on the mirror so he can look at it from the mirror and look at the gleam off the chrome. And type. Good, that nigga Compton Rick Rock probably stand like an essay. He probably be out there. He take a picture with his homie, Mexican homies. He really be choloed up. Socks all the way up to the kneecap. Press one. Feet perfectly positioned in a V style area. Press one. Tattoos on fleet. Every number, every letter. He probably got a big ass times 3 on the back of his tattoos. The big X3. Person has a 13. Big ass X3. What? I'm just playing Compton Rick Rock. You buff. Press one. He's buff. Lord have mercy. They're gonna tell him too. Man, they gonna talking shit and dropping hits. He talking about all of us and dropping hits. He don't care. He talk about Candace Owens, he drop a hit. He talk about us, he drop a hit. He relate all of his hits to us and whatever the fuck going on. Good, just a brilliant piece of shit. That's all Kev is. He's a living fucking piece of shit, troll, good guy for some reason. Press one, he should be with us. He should be a bad guy. But he's a good person. Fuck. we can't lure him to do a crime for shit. That's all the hood be trying to do, and then blame everything on gentrification with they dumb ass. Yeah, they dumb as hell. The gangbangers on YouTube, dumb as hell. It's only a few smart ones that you really can look at and see potential, like Spody Face. I see potential. 4 extra. I'm not passing out burritos, sir. I see potential. Press one, part of me, but I see potential. But this some nigga I don't see no type of potential in. There's no reason, there's no effort, there's no talent, there's no why do we like this person. They just there. You feel me? That's how LA is. Bunch of motherfuckers is just there. You feel me? Everybody is not LA. A lot of people surrounding areas got y'all food. Munchie B, that's LA. I can't lie, that's LA. Like a motherfucker. Hold on, blood on this. The worst thing in the world to listen to is a stuttering gangbanger. I had one in my family. I have one. But this nigga, oh my goodness, y'all. Trauma. Trauma. Help. That's all I can say. Help. Everybody's incompetent, y'all, in LA, because we haven't had no healing. We all need therapy. Press one, all of us. We're all fucked. We're all being gangbanging. Well, not all of us, but niggas been gangbanging. They parents gangbang. They don't been sold them an idea, and it's all state sponsored. Like I've been telling y'all for years. The state, man, the state love when you get shot and you can live off the county for $700 a month. They love that shit. And you can just say, I don't work because I got shot. So I'm on Social Security. So I can't never work again. Meanwhile, Army veterans is coming back from fucking IEDs. Motherfuckers coming back from M16, nigga, fucking all type of shrapnel. Like button and subscribe. Nigga, I don't believe these niggas, bro. I don't be believing them, bro. Just go to work. Hit the like button and subscribe. It's okay. Go to work. The hustles are winding down. MacArthur Park has been shut down. $10 million worth of fentanyl. Losers. Y'all's a bunch of meta busters. That's why they being taken down Compton Brick Rock. Because 18th Street and the cartel, aka the state of California, has been dealing drugs in our communities. And your dumb black ass, yeah, I'm saying it, y'all some dummies. Y'all vouch for everything wrong and act like y'all don't understand shit. Press one. Some big dummies on act like everything. I was listening to Compton Rick Rock. He said, I know they trying to build this Compton Rick Rock. Hey, I know they trying to build something down there. It must be some gentrification project going on down there. No, nigga. How about 40 years of drug dealing since I've been on Earth, destroying the community? How about that? How about all of our lives growing up and seeing all this shit? What if that was just one big experiment, nigga, and all these drugs being pushed by the state? You little gangbangers, shut the fuck up. Y'all former gangbangers who ain't had no therapy. Don't watch some YouTube clips and think y'all don't got some therapy. You got no goddamn therapy. Tattoos all on your face. You can't even fill out the About Me section in the goddamn press one. You can't even tell these people about yourself for employment. They don't lowered every standard in America. They can't even track your former employers, nigga, in California. And you still, nigga, they don't got the Mexicans away from Home Depot. And you still the heavyweight champion of the nothingness. Press what? You still. That's why. And y'all glamorize this shit like kids who just discovered the internet, like you didn't live through it. Maybe y'all still stuck. Maybe that's why y'all still dress like that. Y'all either dressing like y'all belong in 94 or y'all dressing like some little punk rocker kids in 2025. I don't get it. Y'all acting like Figueroa. Hoes wasn't running down Figueroa this whole time. underage girls, probably boys, and I don't know. Then when people talk about it, everybody ignore it. Everybody play a blind eye. Then when the feds hit, you know what I noticed? Everybody got some goddamn racist or some gentrification ass excuse for why little kids can't go to school without seeing ass and titties walking down Figueroa at 6:30, 7 in the morning. Huh? Females with dirty ass feet running up and down. No, grandmas is taking their kids to school, y'all. That's how bad to school. The liquor stores selling alcohol at 6 in the morning. Honey packs, nigga, drugs. It don't matter. They do any damn thing. And that's what's these are hot pockets of destruction. All these niggas validate that shit by smiling when they talk about it, having fun when the gangbanger, oh, this person got killed. Oh man, they're gonna rest in peace. But they all gangbangers. Rest in peace. There's no rest in peace when you're murdered out here in these streets, when you're hunting grown ass men and kids. Y'all just living in a damn fantasy. Rest in peace. Nigga, this shit is hellbound. You selling hell to your children. And it's state sponsored, aka federal grant money is being spent elsewhere. But the protection of the collective of the nuclear family. Press one. Our mayors be just as corrupt. I call the mayors La MA. Press one. I think the state of California is the cartel, is 18th Street, is what's the El Salvadorian one? And they using poor brown people to do this, just like they did poor black kids who had no other way. Press one. And seeing flashy things and thinking that's the only way within those confines of Universe 25. Hit that like button and subscribe. And finally, Mr. Gillespie releases traumatic music expressing it. Yeah, the Sinaloa cartel, state of California is in bed with them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they in bed with them in all Universe 25. Cali is just the hub. Detroit, another port. Texas, another port. Arizona, all Universe 25s of destruction. And now this shit has spewed over into America's community. You know what I mean. Press one. And the feds need to know how this is happening, how this has been happening. It's been a war since COVID. Press one. I'm going to show y'all how delusional everybody is. This war has been going on since COVID. I got on the internet and told y'all that Gavin Newsom and whatever Viragosa and all these fools and all the Democratic governors and mayors had a meeting that they was going to defy the federal government and Donald Trump. I said these people was bringing a whole new culture war, probably sponsored by the Russians, probably sponsored, and I came up with ideological subversion. I tried to tell y'all about Candace Owens. Tomorrow News today. Hold on. I tried to tell them, press one. If you in my classroom, I tried to tell them about Candace Owens, about how governments was using Antifa, foreign nations were using what? LLCs and nonprofits to launder money to these influencers to destabilize America, bro, to rip America apart just like that, bro. And y'all sitting around dancing, coming up with new tunes. I can't wait around. We gotta go. I'm writing books, lectures, Unsound Mind, and Tomorrow News today. That's a lot, bro. That's why I'm in my music mode. I've done a lot, and Patreon ain't gave me shit. They ain't talking about Man, we gotta investigate your Patreon because the fuck that shit say. I'm just man, this shit looks suspicious. What looks suspicious? Oh no. However, these people is supporting. Why are they supporting you like this? They don't see the value. They can't take me. They don't see the value. They don't see what you see. So now we developing our own app. I can't take it no more, bro. I feel like I got fired or some shit, like I'm in trouble. I don't like feeling like I'm in trouble. I'm not in trouble for shit. I gotta feel like that. You know how black people are sweet and we dramatic. With everything that happened, that's nigga. So I personally had to learn these things, man. Whatever they do, whatever that is, it'll pass. Press one. You can't even get upset. You just gotta. All right, whatever, bro. Y'all, they don't know why. They don't know why. If I was them, I investigated too. Like, God damn, what is this? Ed, what this? This one? He has small pitch. He has small pitch. This motherfucker, he has small pitch. He's what the? Oh my goodness, what the fuck is this? This nigga something dropping albums. Boys on a penny. If I could figure this shit out. Damn. Points on a motherfucking penny. No, don't do Patreon. You want to support me? Just Cash App. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Whatever they do, I'll let you know. Today, tomorrow. None of this stuff matter because it's really just the folks who've been supporting me for years. $5, $10 a month. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's just been there. All my work is there, shit. I was just telling y'all, and it's always something. But you can't sit. I used to sit and think for a long period of time. Now I just say this world is, they can't take it. They can't take it. Now we on YouTube. We got no copyright strikes. We got the music channel popping at night. We got the Trauma Release Center. We got the Wild Program. What the fuck? We got the drink, the smoke, and full Gillespie mode. No, fuck that. Look. Small people with small page with real people, not a corporation with bots. Their bots can't be proud to pay because they aren't alive to value. Hmm. 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 I know the truth. You can take 1,000, 2,000 from me. That's what's up. But I know that I got 24 hours
Yeah.
in a day.
Yeah. We all got 24.
Y'all got 24.
We all got 24. What you do with yours? I was building mine while you watching boss. Same clock tick, but a different course. I was betting on me, you was betting on force. We all got 24, that's a full day.
That's a full day.
You was watching me, I was making plays. Same time zone, but a different phase. I was locked in, you was lost in the haze. Alarm ring, I'm already up.
Ready up?
Mind sharp, I don't need luck. Map the day before it even start. Every move precise, that's a work of art. You still scrolling, thumb getting tired. Watching other people build what you admire. Got opinions on a life you ain't living. Time slipping by, but you don't feel it. We both woke up to the same sun, same 24, but we ain't the same ones. You looking out what I'm looking within. That's the difference where the winds begin. We all got 24, what you do with yours? I was building mine while you watching boys. Same clock tick, but a different course. I was betting on me, yeah, I was betting on force. You know my schedule better than your own. Know my moves, but your path unknown. Every post got you locked in place. While I'm stacking hours, you can't replace the track. If feel like progress, but you just spectating, not in the process. Energy spent on another man's grind, while your own blueprint stuck in rewind. I ain't mad, I just see it clear. Time don't wait, it just disappear. And every second that you misplace is a step behind in your own race. You don't need to watch me, you need to watch you.
To watch you, Patreon.
Same hours, same clock, different decisions, different life. Months later, look at the shift. Same 24, but I made it lift. Turned hours into assets, time in the go. Built a life off the days I control. You still wonder how it came together, but you never use your time for better. That's the truth that they won't accept. Success ain't random, it's time well kept. So when you see me where you wanna be, just remember it was hours you couldn't see. Late nights, early rise, no excuse. Same 24, just different use. We all got 24. What you do with your hours, better mine. While you watching, boys, same clock tick, but a different course. I was betting on me, yeah. You was betting on force. We all got 24. That's a full day. I turned mine into a getaway. Same time, but a different way. I chose growth, you chose delay.
Press what? We got 24 hours in a day. I love it when you said that. Hold up. You said, look, they can't take that. Hit the like button. Oh, authentic. People gotta buy bots. What up, Poke? We gotta buy bots to seem important. Remember, I told y'all what's the cause and reaction to that. These people gonna fall into characters that they can't get out of. Look at Candace. That's the symptom. You let all these people build you up. You feel me? And then when it's time to fall, they not gonna be there. They gonna be there to be like everybody else laughing. We finna laugh, huh? Like Nelson when they was just with you, a bunch of Peters. I gotta tell them, get behind me, Satan. A bunch of Peters. No, I wasn't with Candace yesterday. I wasn't with this person. I wasn't with that person. Yes, you was. And it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay that you was fooled. Y'all people out there, y'all just as dangerous as the entertainer. It ain't just her. It's all the bots and all the, she fell for the okie dokie. And these people will walk you and climb you and put all of your credibility. This is a female, a woman who was already headed in good space, right? Right? Now look how she put all her effort into conspiracy theory. Look how she put all her effort in it. I got 10,000 if you prove, we gonna prove this girl over here is wrong and she murdered and that the algorithm start feeding you and you like, I'm super Candace, mother goddess of press one, but your husband got a DUI now. Press one, they finna get the body cam footage. You know how YouTube is. And when it all falls down, that's why I don't create false characters. No, I ain't no false character, and I don't let chat rooms create a false character out of me. You know, I'm real from the start to the finish. Real. That was well said though. Everybody is so used to if you popular, if you got all of these paid viewers, or if you appear on a podcast that's paying you $100 for the week, $250, $300 for the week. That's one some old goofy shit, and it's there to destroy your people, your black people every day. Throw the gangbangers up there who aren't intelligent at all. Niggas can't even pronunciate real words, like regular words. I understand me. I'm be working on myself. I ain't graduate no school on this planet. Press one, so I'm nigga help. But at the same time, These niggas don't even know what adjectives. They wasn't paying attention. I didn't do nothing because I was fucked up. Home and different traumas. I still was paying attention. I still had questions. Hey, don't think the class clown ain't paying attention. Nigga. I'm paying attention. I just don't want to do them dumbass tests. I feel like out it. You know, I like live tests. Ask us right now. I don't want to think about it 2 weeks from now and no way. Writing in the notebook. I hated that. But I know why now. You know? But yeah, MacArthur Park. We're gonna get to it before we get to the next class today. But MacArthur Park drug deal. Let's watch this shit. Cause this shit been going on for the last 40 years. I've been on this earth.
Including LAPD. Here's a live look from Skyfox of all the police activity down below. The Bonita Mall, those were where we were seeing those live pictures of DEA agents, LAPD officers handling the business down below. This is the result of a massive raid that included arrests here at MacArthur Park. And
I don't know why y'all keep bringing up LAPD. They've been turned into security guards. Press one. Let's not mistake this, y'all. LAPD has been turned into security premises barrier guards. And press one. They got to stand by while the feds and their tactical units pull off these things. Go ahead.
Calabasas, San Gabriel, and South LA all today linked to drug cartels. Some 19 kilos of fentanyl reportedly taken off the streets.
19 keys of fentanyl. And 19 keys, you better change your motherfucking name, nigga. They own us. They own us. Get out of here. Now you nigga, they giving Q word. Get nigga, get your ass out of there. Oh. Hey. Hey, check this out, Owens. You gotta go. Damn, not 19 keys of methamphetamine. Of what fentanyl? You don't say. I've been done change my whole. My name is nice. Yeah, my name is now the spirit of truth. Best one, but then you would have been really fucked. I mean, blasphemy. Oh Lord, have mercy. Blasphemy. Not at the Bonita Mall. If that don't say drug smuggling, cartel, supermarket, I don't know what does. There should be one liquor store to one area that get federally checked once a month. That one. Tired of this shit in my community. Not the Bonita Mall. If that don't say Mexican cartel in bold, you talking about the Bonita Mall right there with the bold letters? Yes, gold and red. Make sure it is bold. Fucking Mexican gangbangers are smart as hell. They open up LLCs, nigga, and put fruit in there. Just one, fruits and vegetables. Cigarettes now open. EBT accepted, nigga. Whole time. 19 keys is in the back. Damn.
This is a massive daytime drug raid spearheaded by the DEA. Again, it included LAPD. At least 17 people were arrested. Let's go ahead and take you to the ground.
Marina Lopez and her boyfriend, Jackson Tarfour, were hand delivering drugs to the Alvarado corridor here across from MacArthur Park, and they were storing and stashing the drugs at the businesses you see across the street.
Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. And look at that the doctor everywhere. Dr. Oz on y'all.
You could see the targets of our operation here. The ones with the red stripe are already in custody. The others will be in custody shortly. Look, we're here today because California policies have failed. The policies of California to just let people use drugs open and notoriously with little to no criminal consequences is a failed experiment. It does not work.
It's a failed what? It's a failed what? Classroom. Press one. It's a failed what? It's a failed what? Praise God. With you're not listening. It's a failed experiment.
California to just let people use drugs open and notoriously with little to no criminal consequences is a failed experiment. It does not work. It does not work to simply hand out needles and Narcan.
I told you. You cannot hand out drugs and take federal funding delivering drugs, Narcans, needles, practically drug emergency kits with drugs. Everything I've been telling you. Everything I've been saying.
Go after the people selling the drugs on these streets because you can see the consequences. MacArthur Park should be for families, should be for residents of Los Angeles.
That's what happened when the feds come and the police is around looking stupid. Like they don't know this.
Not for drug dealers and gangsters. So we're here to liberate it, and we're working hand in hand with LAPD. LAPD is a proud partner of this operation. We're proud to work with them. They want to liberate this too for their residents. And the federal government's coming in.
They want to do what? Liberate. Listen to the words, y'all. This is damn near they clone Tyrone, the end of the movie. You not paying attention.
Today to give them the tools to clean up these neighborhoods because they're not looking at a few hours in custody anymore. The people we're arresting are looking at 10 years to life.
Hold me like the river Jordan. Lift me up, lift me up. My knees would have broke. How many? But I do YouTubes. Oh, no. See? I told y'all.
In federal prison, depending on the amount of drugs they were trafficking. And last thing I'll say before I invite the DEA to say a few words. This is not.
This ain't the state, homie. You won't be coming home tomorrow because you're an addict, buddy. Due to no propositions at all.
A one and done operation. We are here and we are not leaving. We have 300 law.
Goodness, we are not leaving. Hey, y'all, I got a resume. I'm opening up at the WOW program, a resume program, so all of y'all can come and get assistance on how to fill out a resume for the job you desire because the game is over, bro. 10 years to Denzel, you crazy, didn't Damn. If a nigga don't catch that bar, it said 10 years to win these. Damn. That ain't gonna be flipping. Woo, we ain't going nowhere. Look at Dr. Oz's face. He here to get criminals.
Law enforcement personnel on this operation, and they're not going anywhere. And we've got bigger guns than the gangsters. So.
I told y'all quit bullying people. Y'all better get y'all some podcasting equipment or something, bro. Damn. Y'all hear what he said? Listen.
And we are not leaving. We have 300 law enforcement personnel on this operation, and they're not going anywhere. And we've got bigger guns than the gangsters. So
we got bigger guns than the cartel and anybody with them. Listen to the code word, y'all. We got 300. 300 is from Rome. You don't understand what the feds, you don't understand?
we're not going anywhere. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tony Chrysanthus with the DEA Los Angeles office.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Chrysanthus, Chrysanthis, and I am the special agent in charge for the Los Angeles Field Division of the Drug Enforcement Administration.
Oh, he the one that's gonna put you behind bars forever.
I want to thank all our partners, the U.S. Attorney's Office of Central District of California. A special thank you to LAPD Chief McDonald for his partnership and his department's vital support to today's operation. On behalf of DEA Los Angeles, I want to thank all our federal partners who are providing key assistance on this ongoing efforts here today. Thank you to Dr. Oz for joining us today. Thank you for DEA leadership for coming out here today. Chief of Operations Matthew Allian and DEA Associate Chief of Operations Brian Clark. Thank you, members of the media, for coming out to help us share a message today. And that message is that the Drug Enforcement Administration is in lockstep with our partners, bound and ever committed to restoring safety and the well-being to MacArthur Park, its residents, business operators, and neighbors. MacArthur Park has been the backdrop to open-air drug markets, violent crimes, and theft, which has prompted local businesses to close or be threatened to close. Further, this area faces high rates of fatal overdoses, crime, and tent encampments, which in some cases have exploited the concealed illicit activity.
Oh, they're using a tent. Listen, that's why Democrat communities allow tent cities. So they can, never mind. Y'all,
For today's operation, dubbed Free MacArthur Park,
oh, not free the homies.
DEA assigned over 200 personnel to include our special response teams from various cities in our region. The Los Angeles Police Department assisted with 100 officers, approximately 100 officers. I want to thank the federal partners here, the United States Marshal Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Southern California Drug Task Force, and the Homeland Security Task Force. This has been a whole government approach to solving a problem that has been going on here.
Oh, y'all might as well stop gang banging. It's over. And if you got gang tattoos, you probably get pulled in for RICO activity. Y'all might as well stop glorifying all of this dumb stuff on his YouTube, because that's why Brick Baby and Loose Cannon and all these dudes on the internet. Wow.
For way too long. This investigation has focused into the trafficking of controlled substances in and around MacArthur Park for the purpose of identifying distributors, gathering evidence, and charging the distributors and source of supply of drugs. Today's operation included multiple search warrants, 6 served at businesses selling narcotics here in the Alvarado corridor, located within MacArthur Park. In addition, 3 search warrants were served at locations around Southern California earlier today. Today's operation is only one step, taken by a handful of agencies working hard to alleviate anguish and the sense of hopelessness plaguing MacArthur Park. While this is a drug enforcement operation, make no mistake, it's an effort to return safety, wellness, and hope to the community that lives here. For far too long, this neighborhood has been saturated in despair due to chronic drug use. Fentanyl and methamphetamine are rampant. The sense of gloom is compounded by criminal activity tied to drug trafficking, gang activity, and other forms of violence. That has become a public safety crisis. Drug peddlers have been exploiting the vulnerable, lining their pockets with no regards to the harm that they are causing those struggling with drug misuse, nor to the overlapping harm they impose to this community. Businesses are impacted negatively because of what happens here. MacArthur Park has become a breeding ground for drug crimes. We're not just referring to street-level drug peddlers. The gang networks also run rampant here, and the exploitation deepens. During the course of this investigation, investigators have targeted the Sinaloa cartel as the suppliers for fentanyl and methamphetamine.
Oh, not the Sinaloa cartel. Y'all in trouble.
To the MacArthur
The Sinaloa cartel gonna end up in Salvador at that prison. with bald heads and made to sit there and go, ah, damn, they on everybody. Damn, y'all in trouble. Damn. Businesses. Mm, 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 mm.
Arthur Park area. And I just want to pause for a second because I want to highlight that this is a criminal organization, operating in our country, and we are not going to stand for it anymore today.
Ooh, y'all better shut y'all little businesses down. It's over.
So they have been put on notice. MacArthur Park belongs to the people of Los Angeles again. Earlier today, we took 19 kilos of fentanyl out of a house associated to supplying narcotics here to MacArthur Park. That is enough poison to kill 190,000 Americans that reside here. Profit of over $10 million.
And here we are in debt, and they got profits of over 10. Oh,
When sold. This is not a small organization. This is a major operation that's been going on here for too long, and it ends today. I want to thank all the men and women of DEA, all our partners for the countless hours and hard work poured in this operation. This operation is being done to return MacArthur Park back to the community. Thank you, and I'd like to turn it over to LAPD Chief Jim McDonald.
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us here today. As you heard from U.S. Attorney Asali and DEA Special Agent in Charge Anthony Chrysanthus, today's operation was a success by any measure. But today's mission is more than just a reminder of the strong partnership between the U.S. Attorney, DEA, and the LAPD. It's an affirmation that we will use all available resources that we have to keep our city safe. This past March, I stood before you with U.S. Attorney Asali as we detailed the partnership that dismantled the leadership of the 18th Street criminal street gang controlling drug trafficking in and around this park. At that time, I promised our community members and warned the criminals that the LAPD would not stand idle if they dared to reorganize and continue their deadly trade. As today's operation illustrated, apparently some people didn't get that message. It's just a matter of weeks the DEA investigators observed a resurgence of the drug trade in and around MacArthur Park. By joining forces with LAPD's Gang and Narcotics Division and Rampart Division personnel, together we quickly developed a new strategy to identify street-level dealers and the complex suppliers providing them the narcotics. Through our collaborative work, investigators successfully identified 3 individuals responsible for multi-kilogram quantities of fentanyl and multi-pound quantities of methamphetamine for distribution in MacArthur Park. I want you to understand the urgency of our efforts, what's driving us. Fentanyl is 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times more powerful than morphine. As you heard earlier from the special agent in charge, that's a fatal dose for about 190,000 people. It is something that has been going on here, as he mentioned, too long. And the complexity of this, it's not street drug dealers doing this on their own. They're supported by and answering to criminal street gangs in the area, prison gangs, and cartels. And they're doing this right here in our backyard.
see? Where y'all at when y'all talking shit to y'all community? What y'all gonna do? And the gangbangers and broke lead and blue and this one and that one. What y'all gonna do when they pull up on your block and shut you niggas down? Because the city, that's why the city is going through a major overhaul. That's where the money was coming from that invested in the programs, that invested in gangs, who was leading them. In the next few years, I wouldn't be surprised if whole gangs didn't even exist no more. I wouldn't even be surprised that if you claim a gang, you will be probably subject to RICO, not by the state, by the feds. Woo!
We've had enough of this, and as you see today, and as
Can't even say you're not a non-affiliate. You are documented already. Hold up. Callie, stand up. Listen, you're documented. You know who's not documented? Mr. Gillespie. No. Literally, you're a documented gangbanger. You don't know what that means. But you're documented. They got your picture. They got your criminal history. The way your tattoos look. Where you from. They probably got videos, Facebook, of everything you ever did online. They probably got your multiple numbers, the accounts you think they didn't attach to throwaway phones that you accidentally signed in to Instagram and signed up, threw the phone away. Yeah, they got all those. You can't even throw the phone away. Nothing on everything on private won't be when you end up in court. Facts. Y'all 19, 18, 17, 16. Y'all living in states where y'all can actually persevere, use government assistance programs to make it through, and y'all just gangbanging and using that to gangbang and use that to say, oh, that's all we had. Why? Because my daddy wasn't there. We got a lot to talk about today.
as you heard earlier, this is going to continue. And as long as we need to be here doing this, you're going to see this kind of activity here.
Ooh,
I'm going to do everything in my power as your chief to keep those drugs and every other illicit narcotic we can off the streets of Los Angeles. Additionally, during the course of the investigation, investigators identified 22 more individuals involved in narcotics trafficking activities in and around MacArthur Park and the region. Investigators also identified 3 residences and 6 commercial locations involved in drug trafficking operation, as well as identified those persons responsible for the distribution of those narcotics here in MacArthur Park. The goal of this operation was to eliminate from the park dangerous and deadly drug activity and return this beautiful park to where it belongs and to who it belongs, the people and families of Los Angeles. Thank you, and as always, to all of you, our media partners, for showing up today. Without you, the hard work of our men and women would go unnoticed. And finally, to those who want to continue selling drugs in this area of the city, who prey upon our community members, exploit their addictions, and endanger our young people, I want to make you this promise. The men and women of the Los Angeles Police Department will continue to stand watch over this great city. We will be relentless, and along with our state and federal partners, in pursuit of anyone who chooses to harm our community. Thank you.
All right, I want to introduce a special guest we have here, Dr. Oz, who is the head of CMS and who's been instrumental in our fight against fraud and who needs no introduction. Dr. Oz, thank you.
Bill, before you leave, I want to thank Bill Saley, the U.S. Attorney in Los Angeles. You have set a standard for the country. I appreciate the seriousness with which you have taken on this task. It is massive. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Chief McConnell, I appreciate your coming and bringing 100 LAPD strong here. Tony, for bringing 200 DEA agents. I left Washington this morning before dawn to come to Los Angeles. I'm not from Los Angeles. I came here because we've got a real problem in Los Angeles. MacArthur Park, which is on the surface a very beautiful area, is becoming a cemetery. This city block behind us is owned by a foreign cartel, effectively, because they're doing business here without regard for you.
I told you. I told you. I told you.
Cemetery. This city block behind us is owned by a foreign cartel, effectively, because they're doing business here without regard for U.S. legal interdictions. And when you start looking at this problem, you begin to realize why the president created a White House task force focused on fraud, waste, and abuse. You begin to realize why he put the vice president in charge of this situation, and you begin to realize why it's an all of government.
You see why all these people came against Trump. Everybody come against Trump and they theatrically having fun with this when it's not. This shit has hit the fan. All these people are involved. State representatives, fake ass. I've been living in LA my whole life. I don't see mayors get arrested for being cartel in LA. That's Southgate County. What? What? Feds come right up in here, arrest the mayor. You're a cartel, buddy. So I don't know where people live. I know what this means to every Universe 25, though. I know what this means. This is a wrap. Now, you may get away with your little $5 nickel bag of weed. I don't know where y'all from, but keep your little hustle or your little grind going or whatever. But the main hub of them flock cameras everywhere, they following the cartel too. They following them right to important people's house. Press one. They followed the couple who delivers the drugs over there and followed them back to their house on flock cameras. And when when they got their shit, the police just give the feds, come on, and 19 keys, 19 and a half kilos.
Approach, which is what we're witnessing today. Now, let me speak very plainly as a doctor to the issues that we're facing.
Shout out to World Chatters.
I use morphine as a doctor. I'm a heart surgeon. Morphine is actually a drug we use sometimes to put people to sleep in heart surgery.
Hold you, listen, them drugs are made to put you to bed. Y'all tripping.
Because it's actually more gentle for the heart. And it's fast. It knocks you out like that. In fact,
Like that.
fentanyl's used in the operating room sometimes because before you know it, you can't breathe anymore. But thankfully, we're there to put a breathing tube down. The thought of 190,000 doses of lethal fentanyl chills me. It should scare you as well. That is a devastating dose. Forget about
That's biological and chemical warfare, bro. I don't know what these people know about this stuff. This is what they're saying is, you see that big old 18th Street on the wall? Y'all gotta grow up in this shit to understand.
$10 million street value. The thought of losing that many Americans to the Sinaloa cartel and others who just don't care about us should want you to
stole that from Michael Jackson.
declare war on this problem, which is exactly what happened today with these brave officers at the federal level, at the city level, state level.
They gonna make it where you can't breathe again. Your homie don't know how to put no tube down your throat for you to breathe. Y'all ain't got no medical nothing. Y'all just want to look cool with Sprite cans. I don't know if they drink Sprite with it or Fanta. I don't know.
At the local level, it makes a difference, and it sends a shot across the bow. Now, I work for Secretary Kennedy, and Secretary Kennedy is very open about the fact that when his father was murdered in this city in 1968, he fell into a deep despair, and it took him into the spiraling downward, lack of control world of being a drug addict.
It's so sad. So many people lose people. And shout out to the people who didn't fall into drugs, losing parents and siblings. But there's so many people that fall down drug abuse and real drug abuse.
And he lived there for 14 years. He's a stronger man today because he weathered that. But he's not the only one of the administration who's looked at drugs straight in the face and faced the damaging consequences. Obviously, the vice president has told that story, others as well, not affecting themselves, people in their family that they love and care for. This morning, before we got here, there was a silence in the Jeep that we drove over, the Bearcat, because we learned that we were delayed for a few minutes because somebody had died here in a back alley. After we arrived, after many of you in the media arrived, there was an overdose just down the street within eyesight that was thankfully reversed. But I was in Kensington recently, witnessed someone go down, and when they were given a life-saving dose of fentanyl, they were angry that they had been brought back to life. This, my friends, was a rescue mission.
Woo! What the heck language is this? This is what everybody been running from in California.
As a doctor, I can say that with great confidence. We saved lives out here today. We've also sent a very clear message to Sacramento that you cannot play with this anymore because you're playing with fire. And you're not.
Oh, bruh. You playing with fire now, Sacramento.
Not doing so well. And so the kinds of things that I believe we can address by going into the visible addiction that was faced on this street and the worsening conditions for policies that just have not worked. Reduction of harm is a failed approach in MacArthur Park. Maybe some.
No, reduction of harm, bro. It's a failed. Universe 25 is a failed state.
Somewhere else it may work, but here it doesn't. Interdiction, however, does work. And when we're serious about it, and enforcement like this is a starting point, prevention is required, and we are here, and I'll speak for the federal government here. Medicaid will embrace these people. We care about these people. The beautiful program that you all pay tax dollars into will save these addicts. But you can't have pushers across the street who are sitting upshot in bodegas where they're allowed to distribute these drugs, and not far away, the big distributors and the Sinaloa cartel across the border are able to destroy the recovery pathway that otherwise would exist. This is a cost to this system as well. Medicaid is the single largest payer for substance use disorders. We are here. We will put that money in. But the cost to society of allowing these addictive behaviors to continue is $100 billion a year of lost productivity. I'm going to say that again so it sinks in. $100 billion a year of lost productivity. We believe the breakdown is evident. We know what we think will work. You saw evidence of it today. And my hope is that we will take care of people, as Hubert Humphrey declared. Those living at the dawn of life, those are our children. We cover most of those children now through Medicaid and CHIP. Those living at the twilight of life are seniors. Medicare does that. But today was about those living in the shadows.
Woo.
And that
haunting
metaphor should affect you. It affects me because I know we can do better for those folks. That we have built a nationwide effort to try to address some of the fraud we're seeing. This is a good example. When you don't take care of people that we should be caring for, and we're a great nation, we'll do that naturally. That's revealing of fraudulent activities. But I want to ask Kim Brandt to come. She runs the Program Integrity Unit at CMS. She's Chief Operating Officer, and we have been looking very careful at the entire soup to nuts endeavor in California, in particular in Los Angeles, ranging from hospices to personal care services. And I'd like her to give you a short, succinct update of where we are. Kim.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Oz. One of the biggest things that we've done most recently is something that's been across all 50 states. Red, blue, purple, all the states. We asked all the governors to take a look at their Medicaid providers, those who are providing Medicaid services, and determine if there are high-risk providers and suppliers in their state, and to do something called revalidation, meaning they need to make sure they're legitimate.
No! They don't even exist.
The reason that we are doing this is because in Minnesota, as you may have heard, there's a little bit of a fraud problem. And there alone, they have 5,500 Medicaid providers across the 13 high-risk areas that they have self-identified. 10% of the providers in those areas have already been disenrolled, and it's likely that this number will continue to increase. If we took that against all 50 states, that means that there could be as many as 50,000 plus illegitimate providers operating in this country. Also, we are looking at Medicaid funding, making sure that people are paying appropriately for Medicaid services. We have deferred $350 million as of this week from Medicaid funding to Minnesota, and we are currently reviewing California's personal care services.
Oh, my no, it's going to be $500 billion. I know that these people
funding, and we are going to be making a deferral decision by next week on that. As you may have heard, the hospice problem here in Los Angeles County is epic. There is simply nothing like it anywhere in the country. There are nearly 1,500 hospices.
What they're doing is they're putting the drug addicts in the hospices. Listen to me. As possible going to die, or man, this is wild.
Here in the Los Angeles area, we think up to half of them could be fraudulent. Thus far, we have suspended, meaning that we have stopped payments to several hundred providers in here in the LA area, and they totaled over $600 million in Medicaid spending, which is something in Medicare and Medicaid spending, I should say, just in 2025. If we can stop that, that's more money back to the trust fund, and that's more money to provide care for the people who really need it. We want to really talk about the fact that we so appreciate the partnership with the DEA, the Department of Justice, the HHS Office of Inspector General, and the FBI, and of course the Vice President's Task Force, who has helped us to really take these aggressive actions. So this administration stands very strong with law enforcement, and we remain committed to winning this fight against fraud and restoring communities and protecting American lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll do a few questions now. Whose helicopter is that?
Damn, you know when the feds say, hey, y'all see that helicopter up there? Whose is that?
Tell them to back up a little bit.
Tell they has to move.
No, it's one of their helicopters. Are there any questions we could take? Yes.
They use morphine in hospices. So they put them in the hospices. See that shit? See that? Press 1. I knew it. That's the game. You put the drug addict in the hospice. The hospice gets the morphine. If the patient dies, they get it. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is bigger than any of us with awareness. I don't know who these new people are, but you better make sure you stay on place. You're a world chatter, but you're not a KevRow University student. You better tread lightly. I'm trying to tell you, you will not be here. This is a class. I teach this. This ain't your normal YouTube page where you want to chat around the world. You're not a student here. You're not a supporter here. You're doing a lot of finger talking like you talking to us, but we don't know you. I want you to know this personally. We don't give a fuck about nothing what you talking about because you're not in school with us. That's why. So what? You off beat. Nobody gonna understand you. Facts. Keep your comments in the bungalows. You're not in Jamie Lee tell him, you're not a regular student. If they had a slow mode for you, you'll be able to comment once every 30 minutes. That way you'll take time to make a full sentence. That's how I rock on my network.
She is, Mayor Bass is the leader of the city. If the police chief.
Where's Mayor Bass? Where's Mayor Bass? Mayor Bass spent the whole week putting up the feds can't come to state parks. The feds are not allowed to. The feds came right up in MacArthur Park, guarded her little signs that they spent $6 million on to flood the city, to tell the the feds, this state property, you can't come here. And what happened? She's not even here. Where's she at? She had a debate. Stop lying, woman.
She is, Mayor Bass is the leader of the city. If the police chief wants to address it, I think she had a debate to attend. She does, yeah.
See how they did that? I think she had a debate or something. Yeah, after a week of talking shit, she wasn't able to make it to enforce her sign she put up. It seems like they're protecting the cartels, bro. And boom, they hit.
Yeah, the mayor. I spoke with the mayor earlier. She was tied up already at a commitment she had, but she's well aware of this and very supportive of our efforts to be able to keep the city safe, working with our partners and to be able to continue this work as we move forward.
A debate. Yeah, we just called her. It's like Kitty Rose and them on that show. Let me handle this. I just talked to her. I had her as a client yesterday. Guess what? She's at a debate. Press one is my favorite thing. Here it comes. She's at a debate. Yeah, she had prior commitment. Yeah. That's crazy. She's a bit tied up at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, we can get you more details, but it was one of the suppliers we identified as part of this operation.
Hold up. Royal Purple. Remember when I said every state has to be what? States audits. Press one. Royal Purple, thank you for remembering that. Thank you. Thank you. Didn't Mr. Gillespie call for nationwide state audits? When they right before they kicked me off the internet?
Look, this was a 2 months long.
Started with California.
Long operation. We did a lot of surveillance, and so we traced the drugs back to who was supplying it here in MacArthur Park. One of the suppliers was this individual, and we searched that residence this morning, and we recovered 19 kilograms of fentanyl from their home. And we also searched 2 other residences. I think we found drugs there too, right?
Yeah, I don't have the total.
Well, I don't have the totals, but there was a lot of drugs recovered this morning. We'll get you those details. I don't have the address on me. Any other questions, media? Yes, sir. Yeah, well, the streets will open back up, and we'll see who shows up. But we're not leaving. We're going to keep our eyes on here. And if the drug selling comes back, we'll be back, and we'll come back as many times as we need to. This is not a one and done. This is a continuous, long operation. We are going to make sure that the days of open-air drug use and dealing in MacArthur Park are over. So if you want to spend 10 years in federal prison, come sell drugs here. If not, go away. Yes. Yeah. Well, first, I apologize to the business owners because this is long overdue. It is hard enough to do business in the state of California. It's even harder to do it when you've got open-air drug use right in front of your business. I mean, God bless, you got a deli down the street, and he's refused to shut down. He's not shutting down, and I was here with the undercover teams a few weeks ago, and there was a line out the door. So those are American businesses. They don't want to give up on this city. We're not giving up on this city. I know the president doesn't want to give up on this city, and we will work with anyone that is willing to work with us, whether it's Mayor Bass or LAPD. We welcome their partnership. And it's not about us. It's not about any politician. It's about giving this park back to the people of this city so they can enjoy it freely with their family. And we need to, Chief, we need to paint over these 18th Street logos. They don't own this anymore. So, yes, ma'am. Yeah. 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 That's a great question. Dr. Oz, do you want to address what's available for people who are addicted?
Yeah, you don't have to be on drugs. This is a fundamental disagreement that I think we have in America. Giving people who are addicted what they need doesn't free them. They are bound, as though you tied their hands with ropes.
Oh my goodness. It's all in the rap bars, bro. Giving them drugs is, they're bound.
Yeah. 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 That's a great question. Dr. Oz, do you want to address what's available for people who are addicted?
Yeah, you don't have to be on drugs. This is a fundamental disagreement that I think we have in America. Giving people who are addicted what they need doesn't free them. They are bound, as though you tied their hands with ropes, and then you're spanking them. When you do drugs, you don't feel good. You feel relief. We have slews of treatment options that are out there. Medications that work for weeks, some work for days, but you have to push people into therapy. The cities that have been successful in addiction and stopping these kinds of open-air drug markets have succeeded because they continue to pull folks in. They say you have a choice. You go to jail, you go to rehab. They say rehab. They stay for 3 days, they leave. That's the norm. They fail. Most people will fail a half a dozen times. That's true for cigarettes. It's true for narcotics. When you fail, you go back on the street, you make a mistake, you go back into this program. After 6 times, it's not worth it anymore. So you either stop doing drugs or you leave town. When you leave town, you go somewhere else. Maybe it's a place that might be better than you, but we are farming homelessness here. Imagine you're a farmer, you know, you plant the seeds, you grow them, you water them. That's what you're seeing out here.
Oh, remember? Where young black steeds still grow. Listen. Listen to the language, students of KevRow.
We're making it easy to do drugs.
Ain't that what we discuss here? Ain't that what we've been talking about? Universe 25, young black seeds trapped as if they was being farmed and conditioned to be criminals and what? No,
There are many.
Don't just bob your head to my music. No, you gonna feel that.
Federal programs. They're run actually through states and Medicaid programs. States like California have fairly progressive programs to help folks who are suffering with substance use disorder. It's a disease. We don't want to spank these people. The U.S. Attorney doesn't want to put them in jail. He just doesn't want them on the.
It's the spirit of the law in effect. Listen to what I'm telling you. You people belong in a hospital, bro. Most of these people got mental issues that you can't just throw them in jail. You can't mix everybody like everybody's some gangbanger or just some criminal and they all picking them up, taking them to the hospitals, general hospital, kicking these people out. Meanwhile, the state is harboring, farming drug addicts so that they die and they get a fucking check for it. That's why Cheyenne Bryant need to be fucking checked. Because mental health, the state's oversight is important. And I'm a product of this environment. I've watched this. I've been down here. I know where you can get a fake ID, social security numbers, drugs, and all this shit. I know where Skid Row is. These people are bound there. And you just like, well, why they do that? And then they use those people to say, well, black people, those aren't just black people. White people, black people, Asians, fat, small, handsome, had dreams, now destroyed by meth, crack, fentanyl. Some niggas, people never wake up. That's cold, bro. They did a resuscitation on somebody who was mad. They got woken back up. They was ready to go. They was in bliss somewhere.
Street, and we don't want to enable that behavior because you end up with this. And then you have an 18 over there, which I shouldn't know what 18 means. But I do now. I know that means the cartel owns this area, and I'm told that it's another gang.
Damn, press one. Damn.
Including LAPD.
Hold up, I gotta get the full one. I gotta get the full one. I want to finish that. I gotta finish this. Man, look, y'all caught, bro. got me, fool. They got us, dog. Damn. Damn. Yeah, y'all in trouble. Damn. Yeah, about 3 niggas. Man, I bet you they had trucks and all type of shit. Telemundo ain't gonna like this.
Residentes de 1334
1334.
West 93 Street, apartamento 1. Esta es la policía con una orden de cateo. Salgan con las manos en alto.
They got her, fool. They got everything. Put the zip ties on them. And what type of 95 Air Maxes is those? Like to take them shoes off. Y'all getting deported. Y'all go, man, all time after y'all do y'all 80 years. They followed them back home and found everything. Open this up. What's this? It was less. Oh my goodness, not the old toilet trick. They still ain't found a solution for that shit. But plus, look at all the paraphernalia around there. Y'all doing nothing. Oh my goodness. How much of this is Joe Biden Jr.'s? I don't know, but damn, look at all these bags. Damn. No, you're going this. Nope, this way. No, this way. You can't sit with them. This way. No. Right this way, mama.
Yeah. Sorry, I tried to get you a shirt.
Damn, they said, come here.
Los Angeles.
Doing this is because in Minnesota, as
it is hard enough to do business in the state of California. It's even harder to do it when you've got open air drug use right in front of your business. I mean, God bless, you got a deli down the street, and he's refused to shut down. He's not shutting down. And I was here with the undercover teams a few weeks ago, and there was a line out the door. So those are American businesses. They don't want to give up on this city. We're not giving up on this city. I know the president doesn't want to give up on this city, and we will work with anyone that is willing to work with us, whether it's Mayor Bass or LAPD. We welcome their partnership. And it's not about us. It's not about any politician. It's about giving this park back to the people of this city so they can enjoy it freely with their family. And we need to, Chief, we need to paint over these 18th Street logos. They don't own this anymore. So, yes, ma'am. Yeah. 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 That's a great question. Dr. Oz, do you want to address what's available for people who are addicted?
Yeah, you don't have to be on drugs. This is a fundamental disagreement that I think we have in America.
You don't gotta be on drugs to get mental health. That's the lie. That you gotta be on. Everybody in Universe 25 think you gotta be on drugs to get mental health by the state or anything. That was a lie they were selling to these people. You got to be on drugs. Oh, that's for people who are on drugs. So you got to be on drugs to get therapy. You got to be on drugs to get this type of stuff. This is what's being created.
Giving people who are addicted what they need doesn't free them. They are bound, as though you tied their hands with ropes, and then you're spanking them. When you do drugs, you don't feel good. You feel relief. We have slews of treatment options that are out there. Medications that work for weeks, some work.
Sometimes you don't even get the information because the brochure is under the desk. They want you to have the drug-induced information. Can we make a few thousand off this hospice? We need the ones in real drugs. See, that's where the money is. So that's where the direction. If it's money-driven, then your people going to end up in the hospice. They're going to be walking up the streets, talking to themselves, unsupervised, nothing, with a cup, talking about, give me some change, when they need to be in a hospice, in a real hospice or a hospital or in a recovery center that the federal government pays for. See?
For days, but you have to push people into therapy. There's cities that have
$100 billion a year. That's is wild, y'all.
Been successful in addiction and stopping these kinds of open-air drug markets have succeeded because they continue to pull folks in. They say you have a choice. You go to jail, you go to rehab. They say rehab. They stay for 3 days, they leave. That's the norm. They fail. Most people will fail.
People will fail. Listen, Dr. Oz knows this. Most people in substance abuse, therapeutic recovery, trauma-based recoveries will fail, bro. But that does not negate that they must be taken care of, assisted. None of that. You don't throw them in jail for causing a disturbance in the middle of a street, for dumping water on themselves with a can, asking for change, with all forms of makeup on that belongs in a different century or a time and space. And we just pass these people up on a regular, driving in the road. Oh, here come a homeless person. That's the first thing we think. Not a mentally ill person. Because a mentally ill person will automatically cause the neuron response to do what? Care. Automatically. If you see a person with Down syndrome, you care. But if you see a homeless person, they're just down on their luck. So if you can blend the two, then you got a fucking $1 billion operation. Because, you know,
dozen times. That's true for cigarettes. It's true for narcotics. When you fail, you go back on the street, you make a mistake, you go back into this program. After 6 times, it's not worth it anymore. So you either stop doing drugs or you leave town. When you leave town, you go somewhere else. Maybe it's a place that might be better than you, but we are farming homelessness here. Imagine you're a farmer, you know, you plant the seeds, you grow them, you water them. That's what you're seeing out here. We're making it easy to do drugs. There are many federal programs that run actually through states and Medicaid programs. States like California have fairly progressive programs to help folks who are suffering with substance use disorder. It's a disease. We don't want to spank these people. The U.S. Attorney doesn't want to put them in jail. He just doesn't want them on the street. And we don't want to enable that behavior because you end up with this. And then you have an 18 over there, which I shouldn't know what 18 means. But I do now. I know that means the cartel owns this area, and I'm told that it's another gang owns it on the other side of the street, but that's not how America should work. You should earn the things. And I feel badly, as Bill said, about these business owners. Listen, I'm from Philadelphia. Kensington is bigger problem than this. Kensington.
Damn, Philly is worse. Worse. Worse.
It is the largest open-air drug market, I think, maybe.
Open-air drug market.
Entire East Coast. I've been to the Tenderloin in San Francisco. That's not a pretty place either.
Oh,
these are all catastrophes.
I told you. Destruction zones, catastrophe. Somebody put the definition of catastrophe in the chat room. Y'all not hearing the language.
Which is why, again, I would label this as a doctor a triage and rescue operation. Imagine a flood came and was killing people every day. You'd hope someone would go in there and change the narrative. My question to Sacramento is, what is going on? Like, what programs are you watching to get your news? How is it possible that you have a narrative in your head where you could normalize this kind of behavior?
Oh.
Because I think it's atrocious.
Yeah, listen, I was up in Sacramento. There's more than enough money put into services for people who need it. There's more than enough money. There's billions of dollars spent by the state of California. The problem is when you're addicted to drugs, you don't make rational decisions. You don't want to get sober because it's harder. It's easier to just keep taking drugs. So if people want help, it's out there. You can contact the county. You can contact the city. You can, go down to your local hospital. I'm sure that there's plenty of services available for people who need it. Yes, sir. Yeah. They're making it, in my opinion, they make it worse. I mean, you've got these black Jeeps that drive around doing harm reduction, which means they're handing out clean needles, making it easier to sell drugs.
Oh my goodness. Sir, not the program Kev told everybody about, how they driving around giving everybody drugs and clean needles in emergency packages.
Yeah. They're making it, in my opinion, they make it worse. I mean, you've got these black Jeeps that drive around doing harm.
I told y'all, catastrophe. Told you. The state knows. That's why they gave them the syringes. Listen, y'all.
Reduction, which means they're handing out clean needles, making it easier to sell drugs. I saw them. The Jeep pulls up right here, and then all the drug addicts come up and they get their clean needles. And I'm going to have an update on you for that. Give me a day or two.
They all run up and get their needles.
Making it easier to sell drugs. I saw them. The Jeep pulls up right here, and then all the drug addicts.
I saw them. I saw.
They're making it, in my opinion, they make it worse. I mean, you've got these black Jeeps that drive around doing harm reduction, which means they're handing out clean needles, making it easier to sell drugs. I saw them. The Jeep pulls up right here, and then all the drug addicts come up and they get their clean needles. And I'm going to have an update on you for that. Give me a day or two. We just arrested someone who works for that program. So I'll get you an update on that.
Shut it down. We just arrested somebody. He driving around giving this shit away. State-sponsored biochemical warfare.
So the DEA tells me that it's about $40 to get to get a hit. So they steal, they panhandle, they do whatever it takes to feed the addiction. And for about $40, you can get your daily supply here of drugs. So that's about what it goes for. So, and just think the 190,000 doses times 40, $50, you're talking millions of dollars. Yeah, so as far as
hundreds of millions of dollars.
The searches may still be going on, I'm not sure, but the operation actually started last night. We started arresting people last night. We executed some residential search warrants this morning, and this was phase 3 today of this operation. But like I said, we're not done. We'll debrief. We're going to continue surveilling this area, and if we see more activity, we'll do another operation. So we're not done, no. Yes, maybe 2 questions in that.
How many more are still being targeted by?
19 in custody and 6.
I think it's 18 in custody, 7 still.
Okay, we got 18 or 19 in custody and another 6 we're still looking for. You can come up to the board here when we're done. You can see their faces. Okay, last question. Yes, sir. No, they're here. 6 businesses along this street. No, it's 6 specific ones. I don't have the addresses on me right now, but our press team can get that to you. All right, thank you guys very much.
Wow. Bro, you see them suits over there? Boy, that Mr. Agent Smith. Press 1. They don't do the interview. This is bad. This is bad for anybody caught up in the game. You got to get your life together. And you should have been getting your life together. You feel me? You should not roam the streets as a crackhead. Boy, I remember back in the day, I knew this one woman. Boy, she was so fine and beautiful. But one day she hit that dope and she turned into, and drugs and alcohol ruined my sister's life. That's why I encourage everybody to get recovery. Seek the WOW program. Press 1. Do not fall into the Russian cartel database. Don't become a zombie. Press 1. What happened? Why y'all put the picture up? That was cold. Coffee and Kush TV. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Trauma Center program. I told y'all, that's why I make music. Things like this. Every day, all day. You know how many people downtown on drugs, on Skid Row? You feel me? Right now, Donald Trump is the black president because he's cleaning up the street. Press 1. And that's, in my opinion, whoever clean up the streets the most is the black hero in president, in theater. You can have it. Press 1. So I don't see Donald Trump as a white man. I see him as the first white African American who stood up to justice for justice and set this whole thing ablaze where everybody wanted to say F Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is he's being used to help the recovery efforts of Universe 25. Nobody can explain it. So stop looking at Donald Trump like he's an orange man. Remember what they said. They think they funny. Orange is the new black. I'm Kev Gills. This is Urban Conservative Traumatic Radio. Up next, make sure y'all there. I hope tonight y'all tune in to the program and but this ain't me. Like, we can really watch Compton Rick Rock and see how he observed this situation. I'm not gonna do that. We coming back. They said, Kev, don't do bad things. Why don't you cover the Fulio trial? My audience are not aware, or I don't know if they are, of the Fulio trial. But this is the worst group of folk on the planet. The worst group of folks on the planet. The Julio Fulio trial. I've been watching this, you guys, in tears. Not crying or nothing like that. The simple fact that they thought they can really do this with flock cameras everywhere, following their every move. This is by far the dumbest group of individuals, of criminals, besides Oblak. You brothers are headed for straight destruction. Y'all don't really understand what y'all doing. And y'all young asses headed to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And that's going to hit different when you can't get a haircut no more. You can't play video game. That's one. You can't play 2K. Grand Theft Auto 6 about to come out, and your ass is going to commit a crime before GTA 6 come out. I don't know what nigga want to go to jail before Grand Theft Auto for the rest of their life. I mean, I can understand public intoxication. You go to jail for a couple days, but go see the judge. You know, again, buddy. But life without the possibility of parole. Should we cover that? How people got to sit in court while they go over your crime as you sit there with the AK like this. You and you just told everybody that wasn't me, but they got it on video. Your mama house, the Airbnb, your private messages, your friend connection, your girl. They got you staking out. Y'all some professional criminals. They going to jail. Oh my goodness, they are professional. They don't raise professional hit men. Hit men. And Young and Ace, I'm finna come back. This is too funny. This is too funny. I'm not even gonna joke yet. I'm not even gonna joke. See me back 1 o'clock right here at KevRow Media Hour. It's sweeps week, man. Make sure you support the broadcast if you haven't. I'm on Cash App. Cash tag. Cash tag is Gills Gang. Press one. Hold up. Hold up, B. Hold up. Cash tag is Gills Gang if you want to support. If not, it's all good. Shout out to y'all. Let me put my boy on real quick and see if he got something to say about this situation. B from Texas, are you there? Oh shit. Wait. That's terrible. That's terrible. Let me see. B, are you there, champ? I hear you. Sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Coffee and Goods TV News Power Hour. What you think about Universe 25 right now?
It's going down.
What make you say that?
We watching the structure of criminality being broken up into justice.
By by the black hand of Trump?
It's
Are
getting busy.
they getting busy, ain't they? Tell me about your life in Universe 25 or what you call for that makes you say that. Maybe you saw some definitions. I don't know.
Speaking of catastrophe. 1828.
All right, listen up, Compton Rick Rock and Crib Mac watchers. Listen to the definition of the word catastrophe. Elmo's world. Go ahead, champ.
All right, we got catastrophe. Now, the change or revolution which produces the final of a dramatic peak
Wow.
or
Read
the
read
unquote.
that again. Cause you kind of broke up, but we all want to hear you clear, even though we all know what it say. Go ahead.
Okay, the change or revolution produces the final hit of a dramatic peak.
Woo! This first?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Or the unfolding or finding up of clearing up difficulties and the close the play. The ancients divided a play to prolosis, hypothesis, catastasis, and catastrophe. The introduction, continuance, heightening, and development or conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, the final event, conclusion. generally, unfortunate conclusion. Calamity
Calamity.
or disaster.
Now, the Bible say about sudden calamity, but I'm just saying. Think
But
about it. Calamity.
so it was all good. That's what they like to say. Now look, they've been watching.
Sudden ruin.
They been they pulling up and
He said, I saw it for myself. They pulling up
so
in a
ain't no
black Jeep.
yup, yup. I'm looking like it's a calamity. So this this drug dealer going soap opera, you going to jail. You told them, Kill, you going.
Oh yeah, you going. You
And they
going
been watching
for sure, for sure. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the
for
right
years.
people. Hold on, P. I gotta say this personally. I'm just waiting for
Okay.
somebody's face to pop up on this screen on the news with an X around it, like the ones rest of. I'm doing. I'm scanning, zooming in. It's coming. Oh, they be coming round the mountain when they come.
For real. On the mountain of the fire.
Up the whole cavalry. Nigga, I'm 300.
Told them, hey, the Roman soldiers coming.
They coming. They're
For
coming.
real, Leonidas.
They're the first thing they said was, and we got bigger guns than the gang, than the cartel. Huh?
You don't want to go to war with
You don't want to
for
go to
real.
war with the no limit soldiers.
There's no limits to what you. They gonna watch you for years. They gonna know your clientele.
They know
They gonna
they know how you got the money that makes you think you can battle the government.
yup.
See you.
They gonna be sub zero. Free that, free this.
He said 10 years into life.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my goodness. I almost fainted myself. You know what I started singing?
Man,
I'm steady trying to find a motive. Why
for
do
real.
Sick.
Man, well, you told her they changing the law so you get life.
No, but
What
they
they
not
say.
listening. I told the class, I wasn't really telling them. They dumb. I'm telling y'all, so when it happened, you can see I'm real.
Hey, I'm a witness to that. Straight up. You said you was in the chat class or not just three, 10 years ago.
Years ago.
This is
This is how they're doing it. I seen
you
them.
know what
They drive down
my
Skid
bad.
Row late night and throw money out so the drug heads can go buy more drugs. And where you think they're getting the drugs from? The state is drug dealing.
Oh,
Yeah. The people and
that's what's up.
representatives are cartel and gang bangers with smiles.
Marlboro,
Huh?
like Marlboro,
Is that what?
Marlboro.
What is that? Oh yeah, Mob Rule. That's California. Because
And the
look,
mayor just showed
how did
out.
Big U get grid or developing options when he's a felon?
Exactly.
The feds know that. That's why LAPD hurried up and arrested Big U and placed it all on him. I feel
Uh,
so bad, bro.
it was,
These niggas on the
you
internet
know,
playing B. If you call the show like, oh, you gonna solve them? I say, nigga, you don't call me,
Hey, look,
nigga.
some guy, Debo.
Nigga, you get them niggas, get your ass off the internet. They got something for you.
Yup, and look how they did it. Oh,
They made everybody think you did it, and then rapped you, and then brought everybody and said you did this. Whole time, ain't want none of that shit too. Whack is fucking throwing all this shit. Boom, 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 boom. Whack CS2 back with Dale. Wow. Wow.
yeah,
Wow. You
that
know
boy.
Dale, right? He been weird a long time
Oh
ago.
yeah, brother, he
He
always been.
been a weirdo. They don't be understanding my rap. Wait. You know this? They be thinking, oh, blah, 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 that's small. No, nigga, it's not small.
And we not overlooking.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
mean,
look where we at.
up, see,
See?
up, right there
Yeah.
in the mix.
Bro. That's why I go so hard to remain a good person. Whether Patreon, I'm
Mm-hmm.
mad at Patreon because don't you hate when things just ain't like it's just what the fuck is y'all talking about? It's just things are rolling smooth and then a mishap somewhere where it's like you
They shouldn't do that to you.
I ain't no goddamn little nigga. What the fuck? If I was something that fits, press what? Nigga, if y'all don't
Hey,
release, y'all don't quit playing with me.
he mess up. He not gonna go the wrong way. Do some super right, some super right. Gonna elevate you
I'm
every time.
not doing no bad things, bro. You know? And I
Exactly.
know it's uncomfortable for the world to know. It's uncomfortable because it's uncommon. You know?
Right.
It's uncommon for the world like Forrest Glory said, to get real support. I'm not a bot. My supporters aren't a bunch of my value isn't for $1 a month you get extra this and for $1 you get I'm not playing by those rules. I'm not from this world y'all come from. Hashtag Nipsey Hustle.
Let's go.
Don't come from this world of bounds and shit, bro. Because once I go, yeah, once I go, I'm going. And little mishaps and things of whole boundaries and shit. I love that. I learned to fall in love with that, like, because it makes me want to manipulate their reality more. Like, oh, that's what you doing to stop the truth?
Can't stop
You
it.
can't stop it. We drop albums now. Look, boom.
You drop what they call that? You
Huh?
straight up catalog.
Yeah, we drop
You drop
catalog.
all-
That's because I own it. You know what I'm saying? And I can play it, and nobody can't say nothing. So whack
and they
it
all
right, and it's fresh, and it's traumatic music. It's new. It's talking to the spirit, the mind of Adam and Eve, if she's listening. But Adam is being awakened that, hey, you not the only one going through that.
and
Facts.
don't know how to express.
Facts. I know how
And
to
then
express
instead of
myself, so I'll express it.
right,
You know,
and then listen to something, uh, go on your making messed up decisions. You listen to something like that,
not
then
only
you
that,
understand.
and set your day forward too. You get you in the right state of mind. You feel me? Man, you wait for KevRow, or excuse me, Kevin B to drop drop
Mhm.
you wait for Kevin B to drop, bruh, first thing in the morning on your way to work or something. You're gonna feel good, bro. You're gonna feel understood. It's gonna flow, you know?
And people hitting, uh,
Yeah, that's
telling
that
me, starting my day,
yeah.
exactly what they said.
Yeah, and we just building the studio. That's it. That's we taking our time, looking for for talent that can role play off of what we talk about here on the road concerning radio, and we're off. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. I ain't felt good enough to have fun and loosen up in a very long time. So I've been having fun.
You remember?
I put the quarterback on. I put my Xbox down for a minute, man. I've been waiting for the touchdowns and all that, the miraculous plays. But bro, man,
Man, in a short period of time,
man,
like
and
last night,
last night
I
what?
rode a car.
Oh, you
Yes,
was rolling.
sir.
You was
Jack,
rolling. You was really rolling to it.
man, you know how this go with me, Kev.
And we did a show
I
last
never
night for
stop.
5 freaking hours.
Man, I'm jumping. Hey,
You feel me?
yeah,
You know what that is?
what's that?
An anomaly.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Why?
that's not the norm.
What else?
With not being enough and you everything jam. I, I don't know what else.
Listen to what I'm telling
That's
you.
the first thing that I'm mind.
Do I sell music?
Oh no. You really had chili
Hold
pepper.
up. Hold up. Do I sell music?
No, you play music.
My music is on YouTube though.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Yeah, not the conventional.
Bingo.
Yeah, like that.
Remember I dropped that song Points on a Penny?
Oh yeah. You get points on the pin stuff.
So
I don't know how they living
what's the point margin?
point no 0.003 to 0.05 points on a penny. They like getting crypto for real. So they getting worse off uh, truck getting
Hold up.
a lifestyle.
You can sell 50 billion, you can sell 1 million copies.
Definitely not $1 million.
You go get points on a penny.
That's it. You gonna forever be.
These
They gonna
they
give you the upfront
hold
money.
up, B. These the world stars.
Yep, yep.
Beyonce still on stage. People like, yeah. Points on a penny. Why is she even on stage with her daughters?
For now,
Huh?
forever,
Man, forever.
forever.
And you think they fans care?
Mm.
Hell
Maybe not.
no. Huh?
Come on here and perform.
Hold on. They don't care one bit about your points on a penny. And why you at that age have created all of this beautiful music and you're still performing like you're collecting performance money. Your mama
Yep.
was just selling gumbo or something that made everybody sick. That's wild, bro.
Wow.
So I had to learn what most people think is real. These people are slaves to what? The points on a penny that they chose to. The penny is one soul. No, but listen, bro. Listen, bro. One penny is a soul. It's a token that they need to get on the other side, but we're gonna talk about that. One penny is one SOL. These niggas don't know nothing, bro. They just want dollars and shit. Right? One soul. You sold your soul for points on a penny.
Reality of that. Oh man.
You ain't gonna break even.
Never.
Ever. And these people talking about the Illuminati and all this other shit. Points on the penny.
Real, that's what got you.
You signed up for something you couldn't even read. 0.003. Patreon like, fuck you, Kev. I'm like,
Whatever. I ain't so penny.
I can't sell your soul to Patreon, but Patreon is like, fuck you, Kev. We see you. We see you. Hold on. Hold on. Nip said $100 an album. Tory Lane said, watch this.
Dollar. So
A whole what?
Whole dollar.
And what happened to him? In how long?
Oh.
Wait. In an hour. And then brought the people that invested in his and made them investors and said, do this. We finna do this. And then you get listen to the people who watched him glow and believed in it. Kev doubled back. Hold on. And said, I don't want $1. Hit the like button, subscribe. That ain't even nothing.
More.
Even at the stages where they can come take you to jail and take everything from you because you don't found a legal way to boom. So you got to create your own. And that take hard work and dedication, like Dip say. But it's worth it.
Yeah,
you need your own. If you don't got your own, then somebody can stop something and will annoy your brain.
like no.
No, exactly. And just annoying. Right. So you got to remain, calm and know this world is just like that. At any time something can occur and you got to be prepared for. Everybody ain't not prepared for that type of shit. It was a point in time where I depended on Patreon, like, man, don't do this.
Sorry, KL.
Sorry, Kev, we got to think about you for a minute. Like, bruh.
Rules is rules. We just
Yeah. Right. So you know what? Do what you gonna do. But in the meantime, I know what I'm doing now. So I'm not even, if it takes build the website, and that's just what it is. I'm not worried about that.
stand on your purpose.
Keep going.
Moving intentional.
Because it is annoying. but annoying isn't real.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just my neurons and shit be tripping, bro. Trauma.
Every time, look,
Yeah.
don't make me think of
So you got to think
for
about
real.
the blessing that you in.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, that's all right.
It's great.
That's all
You
right.
feel me?
Right, right, right. Yeah, you know what this is. Hey, move around. So
Then the point of being content, not like stagnant, but being grateful for where you are is
yeah,
a benefit.
yeah,
Instead of I want to be this or that, they use that, and you like I don't care. I want. Now you on points on the pin.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. Universe 25, crackheads, prostitution, drugs is the cause. 94 crime bill, huh? Being born black, dead in the eyes of the law, that's real, huh?
We seeing how they been running our whole system.
A whole scam system at the state level, ducking the feds.
Y'all got y'all cluster.
That the
I
state
saw
is
that
really
shit.
using black people and drug offenders as terrorists when they're the ones doing it. So they're keeping the gangs and the police, oh excuse me, at work, and they're keeping the jails filled. So the state
One
is a
in
participator.
the
Go ahead,
hospital.
champ. Go ahead, champ.
In the hospital. That was so cold.
Oh, the hospice?
Dang, hospice. Yeah, we keeping. When are we getting paid for?
Yeah.
Uh,
By the federal
uh,
government.
Dolph Lundgren said, if he dies, he dies. We boy, he. Wow, bro.
They dying left and right in the hospital. They just had somebody run out of hospital talking about they trying to steal my organs and all type of shit. Ah.
It's underwear. Trip. Then, like you said, listen, especially what we've been learning here. Yeah, listen to what's going on. Yeah, it was right.
This is like they clone Tyrone, the end of the movie, when everybody was like, what the fuck? Y'all too? Yeah. Man, you look like yeah, I sure do. Ain't this a bitch?
Mm,
They probably
exactly like,
they probably been doing all type. We was the experiment. Epstein, all that shit. They been experimenting like they cloned Tyrone. And what was the main thing? The music and the drugs, the syringes, and everybody's playing the game. And Tyrone, you can't escape because we all involved from the state level, representatives to the hood niggas right here. Everybody's involved, bro. That's why my music hit different. And for the ones who able to think through it and figure it out and see that all the good ones, it was always against you. That's why it was so hard. It's easy to be a criminal for a reason. It should not be easy to be a criminal.
the whole system cracked
Only
down.
Billy the Kid can ride off into the sunset. It make
Yeah, for real. How can
nigga,
we
that
never?
was not the way, bro. You're gonna be kid-minded, thinking about cowboys and Indians and shoot them up, and they know that. So you leave them there at a childlike stage, induce them with drugs in a community, step back, set the boundaries, and watch them by the numbers get addicted the effects start happening. Their children grow up not ever knowing the anxiety. They not even knowing they are fucking traumatized. Why? Because they think it's normal. It was born in it. The after effect.
You know
Feds got to
what got
go.
me?
The feds got to go all the way back to the '94 crime bill, Joe Biden, and how they, we got to put these niggas in jail and crack sales and
Yeah,
this and this. What Tupac was on. He was like, wait a minute, they give it to the drugs and step back, watch them kill each other. That's Universe 25, bro. I love to go back then when we played as kids, but things change, and that's the way it is, man.
they like hunters.
Ain't the program called
Me,
Hunted, Grid, and Hunted? Hunt.
kill. If I set traps for my in different spots, go take a trap. Be eating off everything. I'm like, man,
When you think of trap, I want you to think of a bear trap.
huh,
You know the big ones where you put your foot in it and they don't call it a jaguar or a bear. You got to go remove it. Yeah, that's what the trap is. You're going to jail. The state of California, the gangs have a peace treaty. What? If y'all don't get y'all asses up and go to work and provide for y'all families, a peace treaty, go to jail. Take your ass to jail.
why you need to treat it
And your ass is American
just go out here and work?
and be a regular person. A peace treaty. So you telling me y'all little badasses over there and you little niggas who scribble scrabble numbers on you over there won't destroy the community? Is that what you saying? No, that's not what we saying. What we saying is we'll pretend like everything good on the surface and handle our business later around the times when the good people go to bed or something. Well, what if good people don't go to bed? Well, they shouldn't be. You shouldn't be a criminal, nigga. Go to jail. Good people can stay up all night. I don't need the police asking me, Mr. Gillespie, why you driving around? Because I the fuck want to. I want to drive around
Exactly.
when everybody sleep. I don't need to be mistaken for you, nigga. And your activities and what y'all doing. I'll be listening to
You talking
KevRow radio driving around. Go ahead.
real productive even.
Yep, even in the nighttime.
It
That's
don't
why you
stop.
can't do that in LA. You can't be driving around at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. LAPD is flashing them big ass flood lights in your car while you doing 40 miles an hour. You about to run into a light pole and they say, "Oh, our bad," and drive off.
Oh, I know. Even in the
Sir.
truck.
And they up there acting like they with them. Nah, feds. I know y'all gotta pretend like they just, but they harm people, good people. They worse than the gang bangers. In fact, they protect the drug dealers because the drug dealers just say, I'm a user and get out on prop 5 or 6 or 7. I seen them. I was in LA County Jail. I see how niggas do this shit. They get out on stupid prop, and then it allows them to come back out and do the same thing. So when the state needs a snitch or the state needs something, they get these motherfuckers who gonna use a prop to get out to handle. No, keep your ass in there until you develop a sound mind at the WOW program, state sponsored, authorized by the federal government. God damn it, Kevin Gillespie, director, CEO. Be you in?
Ain't like playing.
Like, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Clean up the community. I bet not see another. They'll name me the gang czar. I bet not see another number over here on a wall on somebody else's business. It'll be to get the
Straight up.
belt. It'll be GTB Task Force. And you know what my logo gonna be? A belt.
Straight up. For real.
Get
Get
the
the
belt. Get the belt task force.
you gonna remember them stuff.
Damn. Who coming?
Ooh, wow. Kev,
GTB.
Kev, Kev coming. DTB is coming.
He's
Real.
gonna teach us how to get about B section on the application. He,
Oh man, I want to see you going.
yeah, he got number two pencils. He got right now. You going to trade school? Not tomorrow. Are you going to jail? Your mama already told us you walk up and down the street, bibbity bopping all day, doing nothing, standing about thinking to yourself, why do I do things that I don't want to do? And when I do them, I feel horrible. Just like the Bible say, you do it because you ain't got nothing to do. GTB. What Bible verse is that? What Bible verse is that? I don't know why I do what I do. It's because the sin is in me. Press one. The sin is the drug, the trauma. You need to be rehabilitated. And you running, sticking your chest out, doing push-ups in the morning. You on the bench press, and you not going to work. It ain't like you finna go lift up a barrel for 300 pounds. Your ass ain't going to work. You just finna look good at all of our girlfriends while we go to work. No, nigga, you going to trade school. Nigga, you not finna be just standing about with the garage open. That's one. You're not finna do it. I'm sorry, but I understand you're in shape. You got these tattoos. You got a new haircut that you probably got one of our wives or girlfriends to pay for, you piece of shit. But guess what? Things are changing around here, buddy. You press one, you big chump, you can't even speak. And that's the right thing to say. Handle these gangbangers. Jobs, number two pencils, press one in books about oneself. And it cannot be Islamic books about all that. Did you read The Man in Black and whatever that is? What's that book? By the Elijah Muhammad. It will not be your favorite one. You already know. I'm sorry. It's not. Hold on, B. Let me let me put you up. Let me put you. It's not gonna help you at all. At motherfucking all. Nope, not when it comes to the law. That stuff ain't working no more. The people are tired of their communities and their little brothers and cousins hanging out with the wrong motherfucking crowd. They tired of it, B.
Yeah, it ain't work.
Nope.
The same thing's not working. That's
Insanity. That's what it is.
insanity. You lucky. So you're a minor. Stuck in a minor mindset. Hamster wheel.
Ain't that where they want you in the state jail?
Yup.
Why?
So we be over you. We be your warden.
And then we can continue to get state funding. Excuse me, federal funding. And you're going to be the experiment that walk right into it to legitimize the illegal behavior at the state level that condemns you. And you're not even going to know. Everything's approved. We'll put your big homies over you, keep your mouth closed, and boom.
That's why Joe Biden said, and even if they are rehabilitated, we don't know how they did it because we faced everything to stop it.
Bingo. What B just said is that's why Joe Biden said if they become competent, we don't know how they did it if they're rehabilitated. Why? B is saying because they placed every obstacle in front of you so that this is legitimized, so that the system is legitimized at the federal level. And without the federal level, everybody keeps quiet. Everybody keep me as a non-affiliate. What? I don't have those rules.
For real. They have no jurisdiction over me.
Exactly. I didn't sign up to be a corporate gangbanger. and to begin to no peace treaty or be in contract or be with nothing. I'm just a good person who been living around this state sponsored terrorism, who been saying this for years. I, I see brothers and sisters every day, wasted potential, former abused drugs and this, living on welfare, lost, daydreaming into the sky, and the state doesn't care. The state just puts them and moves them around and rent here and go there. Never full competence back into being a man or woman. They're products of the state. Press word.
And state property.
State property. Press one.
You know, say that you know what we do is wrong, wrong. Yeah. Their mindset stuck in that idle mindset. Yes, sir.
They can't see the boundaries on their mind because they were born into a system that was already corrupt at the state level. The feds don't know unless you speak. How you gonna be free? Who gonna say it? That's why the feds are saying words like liberation, operation free them type shit. Bound, hostage.
Everything you've been telling us, Mars news today, right in our face. Oh, thank you. That's crazy how they got everybody talking about allegory or what's the word? Just talking about slavery from a sense of
Bound on ships, bound by ships. Didn't I say corporate ships? Okay, you got it. It's a legal process. It's a prophecy about the children of Israel being bound, sudden catastrophe, and all this, and it's going on in your face. And if you don't have a legal sound mindset, you will just see 18th Street. You will just see boom, boom, boom. He said, you playing with fire. That's what he said.
yeah. Yeah. You'll be thinking about, like you said, Kunta Kinte and all of them. That's ham process and all of that. Dang, you done showed us and told us for real.
They need you to think about that and not this. The slavery and the incompetent mindset was placed in a 94 crime bill, pre-crime, and artificial intelligence started labeling everyone as criminals because of this thing that they inseminated inside of what I call and they know as Universe 25.
Yes, sir.
It's an experiment, a failed. They knew it was going to be a failed experiment in Universe 25. And I proved it was Universe 25. I proved they knew it was going to fail.
Yup, sure did. Dang, they used the expression failed experiment.
Yes.
If we're not paying attention to what you're saying, they would have missed it. Wouldn't even talk to most people not even listening to what he
Well, that's
said.
what I'm saying. You got to pay attention to the words. That's why I was telling the class today, pay attention to the language.
Yup, that was super important. Super important.
So if you in class, and you can't see, it's because you don't want to. You're a part of the cartel ship, as she was just posted. A vessel commissioned in the time of war to exchange the prisoners of any two hostile powers, also to carry any particular proposal from one to another. You got to have a legal mind and you must be competent to regain your sovereignty and your freedom from this state's cartelship. That's exactly what it is. And the state representatives that represent California and every other KFC eating Democrat state of nappy headed bitches and hoes, as they call it, every one of them is bound to the same condition. It's a reason why they call, back in the day, they called, Don Imus called them black women at Rutgers, these nappy headed hoes. This ain't new. This is not new, sir. It's go time. This is not throwing the Roman salute for nothing. And they got, that's right. And we got to think tomorrow news today. We got to think ahead.
Got all the tools we need, understand what these words mean, and then listen to them. They gonna tell it. They showing it. Everything you've been telling us, boom, we watching it. Watching it. They said that park is occupied by foreign people.
Ain't that what I said? Foreign corporations own these blocks. These people are working for foreigners. That's why California has went straight to illegal immigration. Foreign. They was all coming through. Gavin Newsom should be arrested. Angela Bass should be arrested. The schools that imported LAUSD superintendent should be arrested. The Department of Vehicles, the heads of the Department of Vehicles should be arrested. There should be a whole overhaul or audit of every Democrat rat community around America. And I stand on that. And I said, starting off with California, and look what we got here. Go ahead. The kingdom of frauds. Yep. But it's really a cartel ship. This is the kingdom of the cartel, MS-13. Everything is being sponsored by the state. Now, I don't have no problem. I grew up with the Florentines 13. What's up, Kev? 18th Street, 18 Hoover, Harpies, San Gabriel Valley, and all of San Bernardino. I know everybody. What I'm saying is they hurt these young men and brought them in. Their steps into gang and the life wasn't their choice. Call it not guilty. Reason of insanity. It's state-sponsored terrorism. These people need rehabilitation. They were damaged as kids. I tell everybody, go back and get them children we left behind. Right?
That's just like people who drug those people.
Yes. The gangbanger, the prostitute, the pimp, all these ones we judging are the offspring of what the fuck, bro?
Sir.
So call it.
Everybody.
Not guilty. Not guilty. By way of insanity and state-sponsored. They are colluding. This is fucking. What do you happen when you bring drugs into the community and then you get them to sell it? Huh?
Drug trafficking.
No, I know that word. No. When they catch you in the catch-22, when you can't get out of, because they say we the police, you going to jail. But they sold it to you, funded you, and gave you all the drugs. Entrapment. They're not guilty. This entrapment.
Yeah.
Not guilty.
Real entrapment.
I waste no time, bro. It's entrapment.
Right. You brought it.
The condition was set already. They know how people perceive the culture. You can say they brought it to me or whatever. That's not scientific. What's scientific is Universe 25, the rat trap. So you have to explain it in that manner. You can't, this one and that one. You're not talking to me. You're talking with a legal sense. You understand the science behind entrapment. Damn, huh?
I've been in trap. It's a trap.
Are you a witness? Bear witness. That's right. Each survivor of the rat trap or Universe 25 bear witness. You get it?
Sure.
You can't have a legal proceeding without verified witnesses
Everybody
that understand the experience.
Yes, sir.
You must be able to speak to be a witness, don't you?
You have to.
So if you civilly mute, will you ever be free?
No.
Even if you had an advocate, right?
Right.
Why?
You have to be able to explain what happened.
You got to testify.
You born.
You have to testify.
Hey, no lie. You do.
That's what testimony is.
Sure.
Not telling me about Roman gods in spheres out of space. Through sound testimony.
That's not illegal.
That's out of your mind. If you can't speak the law, you're lost. It doesn't matter what they need help. They can be whatever that they are. I'll help them. I'm not using them. They're not witnesses. They're going to bear witness. You a witness. So you got to speak lawfully. See?
Sure.
That's what I got. Witness. You need witness. How can you testify if you can't if you can't witness? You have to be able, when you get called to the stand about this traumatic experience with the state-sponsored terrorism did to you, how can you testify if you can't speak?
You won't be able to.
Okay, so there's no redemption. You remain incompetent, need a caretaker. I got you. Don't worry, stay there. Don't falsify that you need help. Go to the wall program, go down the hall. I need legal-minded people. That's a sound mind. You know, that's what we going to be. That's why it's tough, because everybody going to pretend, but you can't pretend. You at your level, your testimony is your testimony. You're going to have to prove that to make change in this world. You got to. Every black male in America have to.
It's a lot depending on that. Hey, I can do it.
Oh, I know you can. You need the right perspective. You need the right mindset and the ability to know what to say and what not to say. How to say, hey, when silence really matters. Oh, sometimes you ain't got to say nothing. But that's not to be civilly mute. That's the decision not to respond. But when we finish with them, there ain't going to be no rebuttal, because it's all documented in history, in law, amended law. We all watched Joe Biden get up on the stand in America and convict black people of what they did. We all watched that. So there's no excuse. That's on public record.
Yeah, we also watched them pack needles not too long ago.
The federal government, we watched them. Yep, we got whole videos on that. The federal government said they just stood around. He said he can't believe it. He said around, they pull up, everybody run to the car, get the drugs and the needles and roll out. We arrested them. I watched them. Right there, he just provided the public testimony. He said the state didn't arrest him. LAPD won't arrest him. We arrest him on the spot.
Exactly.
Get y'all asses out the car.
We got Uber. I mean, Uber.
You retarded. I fucking knew you was coming. I was trying to be serious and hear you. They got a state-sponsored Uber drug program. Come just pull up. You see how B gonna have to stand far off and handle security up front. He can't be by me. He gonna have to take me from the most serious topic and just say something so hilariously true. I mean, damn. They got their own Uber type state-sponsored drug pull-up program with Garcetti, with the mayor face, Newsom on the side with Nikes and Air Forces on around his neck.
I'm open for real. No fear. Anything.
Because they felt they was justice until the federal government, until the 300 of Rome showed up.
Sit that down.
B, I gotta explain this to you, B. B, guess what? The state just put up signs yesterday. They spent $3 million, $6 million, put up signs everywhere and said the feds can't come here. It's against the law at every park where illegal activity and drug things like Bonita's market is at. Well, now everyone where Bonita's is, don't come over here. And what you think the feds did?
Coming over there. When I see the sign,
Man, they laugh. He said, "Oh, this where y'all at? Where them signs is at?"
man, I work on the east. Watch me. Straight up. Whole time.
Oh, shit. Oh, now be tears, bro. He sat there and watched him. Hold up.
Can't believe it.
Man, big old Gavin Newsom face in the back talk about your governor. Thank you for your vote.
Thanks.
They fill out voter registration. The crackheads is on drugs doing, you know, those people who be like, hey, vote for yes or no for this thing. And then they had those little tents out. They go to crackheads and fill out all they notebooks of things to overthrow what you want. So you think, let me tell California something. Y'all been voted Republican. The reason why y'all keep losing is because the Democrats got hospices full of voter crackheads, and they're all strapped up voting against our taxpayer rights. And we taxpaying to take care of homeless people. The homeless people are voting against our natural right to proceed and take care of each other because they don't know, and the state laughing all the way. Did you believe that?
Dirty game.
What a dirty game. You gotta be careful about who you fuck with, man. Get your mind on your money. Remember Tupac? I think Dr. Oz listened to Tupac because he is now the czar of caring about black people and drug addicts. We ain't trying to take these people to jail, fuckers.
Oh, Kev, you know when people say stuff and they disingenuous?
I believe him. I'm with Dr. Oz.
Trying to do what's right.
Yeah. And who gets that type of power? Dr. Phil don't got that type of power. He must be a Cheyenne Bryan therapist type. Because he ain't up here. This is the real shit here.
Real work needs to be done.
Yeah.
There's other stuff, child's things that, you know, like this is real. Like you said, follow the money. He getting so paid off of this. And the taxpayer and the people are paying for it. It's crazy.
That's crazy. LAPD beat somebody. We sue them. They charge us, the people.
That's crazy.
And that's stupid as hell. We might as well not do nothing. It's going to come out of our fucking budget.
Nowhere with anything else.
That's mob rule, man.
Said it. paying for all the mistakes and on every level. Your mistakes, their mistakes, everybody's mistakes.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
I just thought about the homeless revolution against the middle class. That's what I'm gonna call tonight's undercover operations theme.
Revolution.
Yeah. And then they pay all these drug addicts to get high and go out and be Antifa. No, nigga, no, it's time to tell the truth. Time to tell the truth. They got Craigslist. Come on, get your $50 in your syringe kit and come fight against tyranny. Whatever you grab, you can keep. Damn. Fucking Democrat community, or whatever you can grab, you can keep. C. Lewis put something up there. Racketeering is the act of enjoying in a pattern of illegal activity as part of an organized enterprise to generate profit or gain, often prosecuted under the Federal RICO Act. Press 1. RICO, RICO, and not the RICO that hates Kevin, the RICO that loves Kevin. RICO, RICO, RICO.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like this. Now I want to do national news every day. I want to see what other Democrat community, if anybody out there want to do national news with me and blog and talk about the destruction of Universe 25 and watch as the criminals burn in court like Fulio little murderers and the rest of these Democrat communities. Tune in to Coffee and Kush TV, the urban conservative, right here. Right here. And then after that, party time. 3 times a week right here. We do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday music. So if you want to request a song, be part of the music program, and you think you got what it takes to be a internet battler, or not even battler, what they call a correspondent, and you just want to enjoy the music, tune in. Watch this show, man. What a time it is when you can watch the end of They Clone Tyrone.
Yeah, for your eyes. That's even more incentive to don't do bad things. Yeah.
They said they found 19 keys in that house.
Trying to kill everybody. That's a lot. See, everybody gotta go. Man, that's a lot of fentanyl.
That's a lot of fentanyl, bro.
It's wild. A little bit of kill a lot of people.
And they saying these are doses that stops the heart, stops the. You won't breathe again, like Tony Braxton say.
Yeah. This is what's in our community. It's dead.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering why all that stuff is going on and what's going on. It's state-sponsored drug dealing, terrorism, hospice running shit. And here I am doing the right thing in California and wondering why it's hard as fuck.
It's everybody under the criminal system.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep.
And trying to condemn the good people.
For being good people.
We can have him around. He's a good person. He gonna talk about money.
What you saying, Nipsey Hussle? What you saying your name was? Hey, you trying to do the right thing for real? Ain't you up under Big U? We're gonna give him a call because you dripping.
Send you the D.
They gonna send you the Debo.
Send you the D. Debo gonna correct. We got Debo to correct him. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's real life. It's not no joke.
I kept telling them this real. They laughing on the internet playing. Talking about KF doing this and they playing, bro. This shit real. When LAPD picked me up, what's the first thing they said?
You trying to solve it? Said we killed Nipsey.
Oh, that.
Damn y'all. Say what?
You think we killed Nipsey Hussle? I said, I thought y'all was here for somebody else. Where the fuck did this subject come up at? Who the fuck told y'all this? Oh, man. That was the worst moment of their fucking life. You hear me? Hey, that was the worst moment of their motherfucking life. Fucking with a Gillespie. Yup. That was LAPD is getting fucked up, standing there like a bunch of goofballs. Like, we don't know, man, what they doing these drugs. We're here to help, and you better help, boy.
They scared too.
You seen it in their face. That's the same idiot that was with the Nipsey Hussle thing. They scared as shit because they're fucking involved.
You know they watching them. Just like when he was talking about she was sitting a debate. Your city is the debate bigger than your city? What's going on in the city?
You ever seen a siege happening and the king ran away to a debate? There's a I'm out of here.
See y'all later, bro.
They like, where you at? Huh?
Hey, right now.
Hey, you got some signs up that said we couldn't be here.
I don't know who did that. I told him. Yeah, you in trouble for real. And they know it.
It seemed like they're protecting the cartels.
Yeah, it seemed like I wouldn't be surprised that money trailed only right back to these people. Because it only makes sense. How are these people able to move freely like this? Yeah, protect them. You need to see what you own. What you own compared to what you receive for compensation to work. It don't add up. You got $1 million homes and all this, then okay, it makes sense. That's why you get a debate. But if they watching these people, you know they watching you. You know it. So
No, you the controller of the state. They watching you for you the problem.
Exactly. They're gonna get the people up under you and let the heat run all the way up to your feet. To your toes.
Somebody gonna say, I know where the dead bodies are.
Real, bitch, you didn't. These people going to jail. These politicians and stuff. I don't know.
The whole LAUSD school, they got raided, bro.
Oh, that's crazy. The school system.
Super, yeah, this at their homes. Get your ass out of bed. What y'all are frauding the system.
With kids. That's crazy.
They're doing an audit. This is what happened when people do audits and everybody getting fired for no reason. Like, you're fired, you're arrested, you're.
It's crazy. Yeah. See all of that. And then, like you said, I look at it like gangs and stuff. They talk about gangs started in LA and it spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
It's gonna spread like wild. What corruption about to be exposed. City to city, state to state.
Gang spread wherever them drugs went. And they was right there. They was shipping them from Cali using gang bangers. Wasn't Whack 100 a truck driver and got caught up by the DEA or somebody? But it was drugs or some shit that they got guns. You know what I mean? Like guns. So remember when he also said he sell guns to the Crips so they can kill each other. Yep.
About to get real. Reality hit the metaverse.
Oh yeah. You know why else? You know how come? Because influencers are paid by Russian and Iranian insurgents to cause discourse on a computer, on YouTube, on social media.
What are they?
Mm.
What do they call it? Reality, where you got the real world and then the artificial world come together. All that. That's what we're about to see. About to see that.
What happened for real, huh?
Young man, funny you.
No. Yep. Yep. Prostitution rings. Use terrorists. I think Candace Owens is a foreign agent.
Oh, yes. Everywhere, man. You got citizenship. You getting act dealing with you live on TV. You a boss, pretty much. Dang.
Yeah. I think most of these right wing and left wing commentators are paid by the same foreign agencies that's here to separate and play off a Democrat versus Republican, Black Lives Matter versus white, Antifa versus the American. You feel me? That leads this whole campaign of the separation. Yep.
Using scan media to do it.
Yep. On YouTube.
Yup, YouTube, exactly. Dang, kill.
Yep.
You was a losing. You taught us about subversion is and how it works.
Yep. That's when most of the distractors come and take your channel and say wild stuff. But yeah, and you gonna watch it play out. They watching it play out right now. So everybody's scared. Let's make one thing clear. The fact that you get up every day and go to work world, you in a better position than these people who you think got any power, from rappers to the celebrity to the state ran sponsored terrorists at your local level.
Yup,
You
gonna say he go to work
every
day.
day. That's it.
That's it.
If you go to work, you're not gonna get in trouble.
I'm busy being productive.
B, you ain't been in trouble this whole time.
I get in trouble. I'm gross.
Yeah, you you. You ain't doing nothing bad. We not, man. Yeah. When police roll up on me, I say, you looking for me. You looking for a person. They used to say, hey, we looking for a person that match your identity. That's why. I had to tell them, like, oh, you got a call about a person that look like me. Oh yeah. That's wearing black jeans with these black and white Michael Jordan shoes that's $350. With this colored t-shirt with Mickey Mouse on it, with this hat. That's what you telling me. Motherfuckers used to say, I ain't fucking with this dude. We going to court, my friend. You don't know who you dealing with, but you got a call. That's what you telling me. Yo, Michael. Mm-hmm. I don't play no games with anything that's attacking my sovereignty, bro. Like I try my best to just be at peace at life, go to work, take care of business, and and rest. Drink water, regular shit, eat fruit, have a sandwich.
Enjoy life.
Man, I might even practice fishing in the middle of the apartment complex if I want to, but I'm not doing nothing. You feel me?
Don't forget me for my life, liberty,
In pursuit of happiness.
friends on my rights.
Why would I infringe on my own right? Why would I disrespect myself?
Give myself over to you, give you power over me, jurisdiction over me, because I'm a criminal. Nah, I can't do it. I want to do it. Exactly. It's too good to do legit business and be a good person. It's actually easy.
Say it again. It's actually easy.
Stuff you gotta think. How to get taught.
That's too much, bro.
Need some bail money.
That they don't even get that far, sir.
We just doing it. We ain't thinking about tomorrow. Let's do it.
Let's do it. He with his mama, do it. He with everything, do it. And now look, we're doing it. Get you.
This about to be done. It don't even. It ain't worth it. You could have started some business, kept making music and doing all that.
Could have been like Kev.
Yeah, exactly. The people that surround you gave them jobs. Good jobs. Everybody straight.
Everybody just keep moving. Stay focused. You feel me? Stay down. And you gonna be all right. You may be up next right now.
Stay down.
Stay down. That's the whole focus of the whole movement. You gotta stay down and take hard work and consistency. I know y'all think I just smoke, and I probably do. But this shit don't take me away from my They thought they was gonna get them fucking They all my business. You heard that song? Man, they all my business. As long as I'm taking care of my responsibility, I'm gonna tell you like an old man, you little man. I take care of my responsibilities. I make sure people are straight and kids is straight. And I'm a man. I'm doing me.
It's on. Dragonfly Jones.
Facts. And the whole world is falling all around us. You're not profiting? You need to be making some money and stop worrying about conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Your foundation not solid, Kerry.
Man.
Look, you keep your mind on business like you showing us. Like your song say, stay down. Look, foundation Flintstone. For real.
Facts.
Solid.
Facts. You gonna come back and watch the Fulio show with us and how not just them but the show Don't Do Bad Things, because we gonna be looking at body cams and it's a whole new movement of not doing bad things. So people just getting arrested for stealing out of Walmart. I don't care where it is, Target. They using people credit cards. This is all fraud. It's criminal. What makes you steal somebody credit card at work and lose your job? Why do I do things I don't want to do?
I still do. Well, I'm definitely gonna be here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We're gonna have a good conversation. Thank you, champ. My man B always pulling up on me. Hey, Coffee and Kush TV. I hope y'all tune in. I'm finna eat something. Come right back, freshen up, put some cold or warm water on my face because this was exhausting. This was really exhausting. Looking at the cartel and explaining to y'all how it's interconnected with not only city, state, and local gangbangers and MA13. The trauma of a good person in Unit Verse 25. The non-affiliates, the people who made it through without being caught in the rat trap, stayed to themselves, really stayed on their grind, have faith. We go through things, but we don't got to be in numbers to disclose our business or none of that stuff. You know, it's better to just be a beautiful one over there. Better run and chill, get dressed, and groom yourself properly, maintain, and that's Universe 25. I'm trying to tell you, explain it as a human and as a lab rat in this failed experiment by the state of California. Everybody not like Kev. Everybody didn't make it through. There's so many people filled in the cemetery, nationally recognized as gangbangers, panhandlers, drug pushers. This one, a pimp, or this was gang violence, or he overdosed, and not knowing this whole fucking time it was state sponsored. Damn. But hey, you can't even get mad at the streets. You gotta overcome because the streets know what it did to us. You feel me? The streets know. The state know. The feds know. Everybody know what they did. You feel me? But you gotta stay strong, keep pushing. Not think of it as lessons learned. Think of it as lessons learned. You're an adult and you need to be able to explain it. Coffee and Kush TV, make sure y'all tune in to our radio program where we help with music. People release that stress, that trauma that we all experience in Universe 25.
Yeah. I don't know who pick up on the other end, but this for the streets. Yeah. I grew up where the rules changed every other day. No guidance, just survival, we was shown the way. The streets raised us like a father that was never home. Left us out here, learning lessons on our own. Told us pick a side early just to feel we safe. But that same choice could put you in a graver case. I seen kids turn grown before they even lived, trying to carry weight that they was never meant to give. Dead in the eyes of the law before we said a word. Conditioned to break rules like that's what we deserve. They built the system, then they blamed us for the fall, but never showed a way to rise above it all. It's a call to the streets. I ain't mad, I just understand now. I seen men take 25 and smile like it's light. Say I'll see you later, knowing they ain't coming back right. I seen addiction take people I knew, same ones that once had dreams. They was trying to pursue prostitution on a blade just to make it through. Everybody sacrificing just to feel like they can move. I was in it, I ain't different, I was right there too. Same environment, same pressure, same point of view. But somehow I made it through all that noise, all that chaos, all them traps set for us as boys. So if I call the streets, I ain't calling with hate, I'm calling with perspective from a different state. I made it,
And I know why.
and I know why. Everything I lived through built me into who I am. Even what you didn't give, I had to understand. So I thank you for the lessons, not the pain itself, but what it showed me about life and myself. And for the ones still stuck in that same cycle, I pray they get the strength to break that title. Cause I know what it feels like to think it's all you got, when the only thing you see is what you caught. So with this call, reach anybody on that line. I hope they find a way to see beyond the time. More compassion, more guidance than we had, cause too many still living in the same path. That's all I had to say.
We made it. We made it.